starts to crack though.
Yep. How's the cars feel with the lower tire pressure?
Feels better on the low speed, but not as good on the high speed.
Okay, so we'll leave them where they are.
Yeah.
Just leave them where they are.
Although the only thing I'm curious, is there a pressure difference between left and right? Yeah.
Alright, whenever you want to go out, you put the left deck up, drop it down.
Target acquired.
Eagle 1, first strike. You have permission to engage the target.
Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
And we're here. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Seems like we're probably short a few people tonight, but that's okay. It's we'll give them time to wander in before we really get started, guys. It's a great weekend, man. It's been great. It's been a good week all the way around. Glad you guys are hanging out with me this evening, and mostly it's it's just been a good few weeks. Kronos, I see you in there, buddy. I see you in there. What's up, R. Allen? Good to see you as well. It's coming into that Thanksgiving time of year, and then next is Christmas, and it seems like about every three weeks, I think it is 3-4 weeks, we get a nice holiday, and make us think about who we are and what we're doing and why we're here and why we should be happy to be here and all of those other cool things. And that's awesome, guys. We should we should feel really really good, this time of year. But there's a lot of people who don't, and a lot of people really hate the holiday season. And so for those people, well, I'm sorry. The rest of us are just going to be happy without you, and unfortunately, that sucks for you. But hey, better luck next year. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, guys, it's going to be a good show. It is it's a chill stream, so hopefully we'll get some interesting people to come up on the stage tonight and spew some nonsense and drivel. Oh, there goes the camera freaking out again. Good deal there. Whoop, and I hit the mic too. Wow, I'm doing it all tonight. Welcome to everyone clocking in for, I guess, the night shift to the show to end all shows. That's not true. That's not how this works. But it has been a good few weeks, guys, and girls and everyone else. A lot of stuff going on. Getting ready for the holiday season, going into the holiday in and of itself. And, hope everybody's going to have a good Thanksgiving this year. And if you aren't, and it can be, prevented that you don't have a good Thanksgiving, if you can, do something to make your Thanksgiving better, make your holiday season a little better, well, please do so. Because this time of year is that time of year when everybody pays lip service to being better humans, and we should hold them to it. So let me see who's out there. What kind of malcontents? We don't have a whole lot of malcontents in the house tonight. I feel like a lot of people are taking the week off. 13 Bujicon was the first dude in the chat tonight. Hola, mi amigo. Chase Williams was next. Good to see you out there in the chat, Chase. Khaled, however you say his name, he's in the house. Anson Knowles, of course. Anson is going to speak in Heinlein quotes tonight. I think that's a bold strategy, and I think it's going to work for him. Kronos 420 is out in the chat. I see R. Allen. I see Angel Berber and BIY, Believe in Yourself. I see you guys out there having a good time. Silver Ogre is in the house as well. Looks like, some pretty good, looks like some pretty good guys out there. Ticky Tack swinging by for a moment before the Furby gets stomped by Speakeasy. Did you guys see the Furby v. Andrew last night? I didn't get to see it live. Obviously, I was doing the show, but man, did I caught it today. It was great. The Furby, who always comes off as very superior and very, never takes the L that is dealt to it, got toasted by Andrew. And I mean toasted. Did not win a single point. Came off looking really weak and had terrible arguments. As a matter of fact, as I have said the entire time about the Furby, I don't know that they have any arguments. They just like to hear themselves talk. I've said that quite a bit, and now you know why. Ticky tack. So I don't know that. I mean, I know there's nothing Speakeasy can do to entertain me more. And honestly, I'm not sure Speakeasy is the man for the job, but hey, man, it'll be good watching him try. And I'll watch that on replay. Hook Dog, I see out there. Good to see you in the house. TR Finley clocking in. I see you out there. Yeah, so Silvar Ogre, last night, Andrew stopped by. He chilled out for a little while here, and then apparently he went over to VK Verbal Combat, and the Furby was there, and Andrew and the Furby got into it on trans issues, and Andrew handed out the L's like it was his job. And I mean, honestly, it was really sad because to be frank, it felt like he knew more about trans issues than the trans dude did. So it's the Furby got messed up. Anarchy Television, what's up? And I see you out there in the house. You retracted your comment. I didn't see it, so I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for the Furby, but it's close, man. The Furby asked for it over and over and over again, and is as always, as we have discussed many times, one of the reasons why I don't actually engage with the Furby a lot is because the Furby's idea of a debate is not actually a debate. It's just him lecturing you and you taking it. And that's not a debate. That's, that's high school. At any rate, the Furby got his ass handed to him. And I'm sorry, but, the one thing that I would never do with Andrew is if he picks a fight with you, I wouldn't take him up on it, because he's going to be Andrew's going to take you to school. Anarchy Television, you've determined the Furby is breathing your air. Yeah, he is. He is. The Furby got stomped. So if you want to see it, there is a really good clip of it, and you should. I can probably. I'll talk to Jack if you're listening, Jack. Jack is the one that posted it, and he clipped it. It's a great clip. I mean, it's kind of long. It's not it's not a short, but it's man, it was rough. So I don't know that. I don't know about bothering to watch the Furby tonight. So Anson Knowles is speaking in Robert Heinlein quotes tonight. He just laid off a good one there. You do not truly own anything you can't carry in both arms at a dead run. That's a pirate's life for me. That's right, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. So, yep. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. The Furby got and one of the things I think that got Andrew going is apparently, now I didn't see this. Obviously, I was doing my show last night, and I did not go to VK as I sometimes do after my show. The thing is that the Furby used some very weak arguments against against Wicked Wally, and Andrew debunked every single one of them. It was awesome. Anson Knowles says, never appeal to a man's better nature. He may not have one. Invoking his self-interest gives you more leverage. Those are words to live by, ladies and gentlemen. That is the way I operate in all things. Also, I see you, Smoking Patriot. I saw you can't come in welcome to the show. It's going to be a great night. Just kind of waiting for the chat to fill up, and then we'll get some people up on the stage, and we'll have a great time. We might, we'll have a great. I mean, it will be a great time. So, Anson is giving out all of my favorites tonight. Be wary of strong drink. It can make you shoot at tax collectors and miss. We all know how I feel about taxes. All right, guys. This is Anson. I want to know more. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the way it goes. So, anybody out there traveling for Thanksgiving? I think this is the first holiday in a while that we are not traveling somewhere. We have been, we go out of the state, out of the country, all of the above. I think this is the first time in a while we're going to stay home and just chill the fuck out. So it will be, it'll be great. It's gonna be so cool to just kind of relax in my own home, not live out of a suitcase, not be in a hotel. It's great. So yeah, good times. Really surprised that some of the folks are not here. That are usually here. Maybe they are. Maybe they're over getting the Furby, watching the Furby get his comeuppance. So let me let's check that out. Let's see what's up. I know that Rob Knorr and Tom Foolery and some other guys, they're supposed to be getting into it tonight, but I don't know. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no, they're up. They're getting ready to go. I don't know who's modding this. Oh, Sarah. You misspelled Sarah's name, I think. Maybe I'll just call it a night and we'll just watch the Furby get his butt handed to him. Well, I don't think this will take very long. We'll do a watch party. How about that? Let's see. Let me smack Speakeasy up and see what he has to say. We'll do a watch party on our channel. It's too bad I don't have like 10 people to come up on the stage and let's all critique the arguments. You know what I mean? Let's see what we can get going on here, folks. Larry Niven's good too. Raymond Feist is one of my favorites. And Robert Jordan. Let's see if I can get a hold of Speakeasy. Well, I disagree with Stepfire. Sarah's not a good mod. I don't think. I think she's not terrible, but she's not good. So Easy's not answering me. I was kind of hoping that he would hit me back, and so I'd like to ask permission before I do watch parties. Watching other people's content. All right, I just smacked him up in the chat. See what's up. I wouldn't do it without asking. That's just cold. That's wrong. There we go. Do you actually listen?
That's not what he said.
Yeah, it's like you are just trying everything to get away from my question and change it, right? You go to Stronger. I can't get an answer. Yeah, Feist is not very quotable. I like Robert Jordan though. Jordan is so. Maybe I'll just call it a night. And I'll watch. Because I won't. I won't like stream his stuff. That's not cool, man. Yeah, and Andrew did absolutely crush the Furby. All right, guys. I don't know. I don't know what the call to make here is, man. I'd like to. Obviously, I'd like to see the debate live too, but at the same time, I'd like to do my show. The problem is, everybody's going to be really focused on the Furby getting, who's actually not as the Furby tonight. Hey, what's up, Savage Red? How are you, sir? How are you? The Furby's just going to get destroyed, and it's going to be, it's. I don't even know if it's going to. Michelle's not on. Tiki Tac. Michelle's not on Sarah's channel anymore, bro. So sorry. I thought you knew, man. Thought you knew. We can talk about that sometime, bro. So I know you do, brother. I know you do. Yeah, I won't I'm not gonna restream their stuff without permission, man. I just don't do that's not cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Even to do a watch party. You gotta have some you gotta have some taste, some couth, right? Although I'm really interested to see Speakeasy actually debate. I don't know that I ever actually have seen him actually debate. So torn, man. I'm torn, guys. What do you think? What do you guys think I ought to do here? What's the call? Savage Red, you just working? I worked all day, man. I worked all day. Not on anything like cool like what you're working on. Just I just was putting together some stuff. Yeah, I tried to ask them, but they're too big. They're too focused. Yeah, I mean, I like the chill stream, and I was really hoping to have some people up, and I just don't know how long this is going to go. Right, like it should go 3 hours, which is how long my show is. But Furby may tap out early. Who knows? Um, Unfortunately, I can't get a hold of Speak right now to do it. It's just not. I don't restream other people's stuff without their permission. So I mean, I got a lot of problems with what the Furby talks about, especially the idea that it's okay to give kids puberty blockers. Man, that's just crazy, man. Yeah, no, I get it, Ticky Tack, man. That's I don't blame you, bro. I kind of want to. I mean, I want to watch it too. I mean, I I know it wouldn't matter if I didn't know Speakeasy or not. I just Ticky Tack sends me $10 for the effort.
Ticky Tack donated $10, super chat. Have a $10 for effort.
Yeah, appreciate that, Ticky Tack. Appreciate that. I didn't even do my grift speech tonight, so I really appreciate that. Which one, Savage? The Furby or the Speakeasy? Yeah, the puberty blocker thing, man, I just can't get into it. Like, look, I don't honestly care what two consenting adults do, right? Like, this is the thing is, I mean, look, you're a consenting adult and you want to chop your pecker off, go for it. But kids that can't even do their homework, are confused about everything. No, man, come on. No, no way. No way. No way. Missing the opening arguments here. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it though. Yeah, you probably wouldn't like. I mean, Speakeasy's good people. I mean, he's a hardworking dude. He had a regular job before he quit to become a streamer. So he's he's in a lot of ways he's very likable. But he's not everybody's cup of tea. That is for sure. And I think he's got some. I mean, like everybody, they have character flaws and all that. Yeah, Damien, I get it, man. I mean, look, hey, there should always be a set of standards, right? There, and if you're not going to have standards, what can you do? Can't do anything. So, your people threw the tea in the harbor. Yeah, I had people on both sides that I had to, that's all right. Silver Ogre, you're not wrong, brother. You're not wrong. Anson Knowles, that's a great Heinlein quote. You can have peace or you can have freedom, but don't count on having both at the same time. That is very true, sir. Very, very true. I mean, I don't disagree with you, Savage Red. I don't disagree with that at all.
You went into what is gender, right? That doesn't matter in this debate, right? You understand that?
Why wouldn't it matter?
Well, because we're talking about the long-term decisions of medical transition on you.
Sure. So one thing worth pointing out, though, is that not everybody who decides to become trans necessarily gets surgery and stuff, or even goes on like a cross-sex hormones. So you can still be trans without any of these things. There's a bunch of there's social transitions.
That you're not wrong about that, man. You're not wrong. I don't know if it's the Matrix exactly, but it's definitely we're in very strange. We live in strange times. Yeah. What's up, Angry Casper? Good to see you in the chat. Why don't you want to come up on the stage? Keep me entertained. Somebody get the man a link.
That would make them on it for longer.
Well, the interesting thing, though, is that that matters for people who persist. And on the other hand, for people who are going to start this process, the long-term effects, the long-term effects don't matter because things like loss of height, the bone density thing has other solutions to it, and things that if you were the other gender, then that would actually put you in the category of people that you identify as.
Get someone over at Grid. You are on our background, and he asks, "What the fuck is this?" I don't know what you're talking about.
Cognitive impairment, right? There's a lot of different things you're not mentioning that come with it.
There is no proof that there's cognitive impairment yet.
Oh, I got you. You have a friend over. I got you. I got you.
What are they treating as your studies for puberty blockers? What are they treating?
They're treating distress from gender dysphoria.
That's where you're getting your studies. Show me those studies because I don't believe you. I believe you're getting your studies from when they study the use of puberty blockers with precocious puberty, and you're using these to benefit yourself, right? In those cases, they have a minimal age that they won't take it. They have a maximum age that they won't take it. They won't take it longer than a year and a half. There's a lot of things around it, right? So you use these.
All right, that's cool, Casper. That's fine.
Well, no, we can use the fact that children take it for other reasons to show that.
No, you can't.
Studies on the safety of it.
No, you can't.
Guys, I can't actually listen to the debate and do the show. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. Maybe I'll do a special tomorrow evening, or maybe Monday night or something like. Maybe I'll do a special here in the next day or so. But with Speakeasy going on, and I really do kind of want to listen to this debate because this is the Furby's absolutely nuts, and it's really interesting, and so I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I call it? As a rational anarchist, that Niven quote hits me right in the philosophies. That's true. That's true, man. That's true. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. What do you think about the debate between the Furby and Speakeasy right now, Michelle? Are you watching it? Are you listening to it? Do you care anything about it? It's actually really hard to listen to the Furby. I don't know. For me, it's really hard. It's so whatever. It's on Sarah's. You don't care. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Speakeasy's debating the Furby. Andrew tore the Furby up last night. What's up, Flow State? Why don't you come up and let's help make this stream better? Andrew destroyed the Furby last night. I'm just telling you, the Furby probably wished it was still more of a man, but it's not. Somebody get that man a link. Good evening, Mr. Boulay. How are you, sir? I see that you are now here.
Good evening, Grid. How you doing? How's everybody in the chat doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just trying to determine whether or not to keep going. You hate. That's okay, buddy. It only stings a little bit. So,
well, hey, really quick, got some breaking news from the WXXX studios on Mount St. O in Huntsville, Alabama. We'd like to give an update from yesterday's breaking news. So apparently, thieves broke into the what was it? The Libertarian Party of Huntsville headquarters and stole a very prized chafing dish valued at just over $6,900. The spokesman for the Libertarian Party of Huntsville, Anson Knowles, was quoted to say, "We have yet begun to eat." These are still on the prowl, and Huntsville PD would appreciate your the community's input. Please, if you have information that could lead to an arrest, please call 1-800-69-CHAFF. That's 1-800-69-CHAFF. From the WXXX studios, I'm Mr. Book.
You have to get a mod that I don't. It's hard for me to get the link, dude. Hang on, give me one sec.
What does he need?
Flo needs the link.
Okay, give me a sec.
The link. I think he's actually in the general chat. No, he's not. That's Imperious is in the general chat.
Go here.
You're in Patriots DMs. Ooh, spicy. So have you implemented the changes that I suggest that you make, Mr. Boulay?
Slowly. New camera is on order. Should get here Thursday next week.
Yeah.
And I was doing a little bit of research about that idea for that pre-33 gold video. Talk more about politics behind it, not necessarily gold itself, because we were talking about the what was it, the civil confiscation, because that really tied into that. So I was kind of going to look at that from that perspective, and that I would have to do like a part 1, part 2. It's a lot of
information.
There's a lot. Yeah. I don't want to make one big video because then it'll tune people out. So keep it kind of like, keep it like 2 minutes short, or, if you invite to break out into 3 videos, that's cool. Because how people's attention spans are.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. So I'm really excited. Slowly putting that together. At least I got the info. Now I need a camera to record me and all that jazz.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
That's
very good. That's very cool.
Yeah, there's something a little different. So I hope people will tune in and let me know what they think. Flow State, I know you're in here somewhere.
He just joined.
Oh, okay.
He was all up in Raging Patriots DMs. What's up, Flow State?
Man, same shit, new day. I just stopped at Tomatoes. I saw who was debating. Came over here. Sounds like everybody had the same thoughts.
I was like, I wanted to restream it, right, and like get a couple of people up on panel and comment live on the debate, but I couldn't get Speakeasy to give me permission. He's just not paying attention, and I don't want to, I don't restream people's stuff without their permission. I just think it's kind of low tier bullshit, so but that's okay. I'll
Easy won't show you the same courtesy back, but
yeah, I know.
Yep.
I mean, I can't argue with you on that one. I mean, you're probably right. I mean, I'm not saying
1,000% right, but
1,000% right. Yeah, I mean,
but you know what? That's why I fucks with you and I don't fuck with him.
Yeah, I can't. Have you ever noticed that the people that you really want to be good people rarely are?
I know what you mean.
I really want Speakeasy to be like a really stand-up dude. And it's not that I have anything against him. It's just, some of the stuff I've seen him do is like, come on, man, you're better than this, bro. Yeah. But maybe he's not. I mean, I don't know. But
he's not, but I don't know. I'm like, I don't
nothing. Matter of fact, I like going on Verbal Combat. I like it. I like when I'm hanging out with him. It's just some of the things he's done, some of the stances he's taken, I don't agree with. That's it. There's nothing more to it. I don't have a beef with him. I don't hate him. It's all good, man. We're but there's just some things that he does that I'm like, if he's like so close to being great. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I understand what you're saying. I have a bit of a different perspective. I
know you do, and that's fair, man.
Well, I mean, it's not even a more judgmental one necessarily. I try to appreciate people for what they are and not what I feel like they should be.
Yeah. Okay.
And even if that means I have to appreciate them in ways that are less than that are sort of derogatory.
I mean, hey, man. It is.
I don't know. It's a weird philosophy, but somehow it works in my head.
Hey, man, as long as it works in your head, and it doesn't really matter since nobody else can get in there with you. So
it's wild in here.
Yeah. So what's new? What's have you been playing with the Furby too, or what's up with that?
No, the Furby's like cancer. It seems like it's everywhere anymore. Now I know that the PDF accusation is thrown around kind of willy-nilly on YouTube, but I actually think that this is a PDF. And
I mean, dude,
and it's
some
a
of the
bad faith
things,
debater.
dude, some of the things the Furby has said is.
Have you heard the argument in favor of curating prawn for children?
Yeah, I mean, I started to hear it. I kind of checked out, you know.
Yeah, that was one of those things that that's just sort of, I don't know. Like I canceled Netflix after 11 years because of Cuties, if you remember the Cuties fiasco, and that's it. I'll never give Netflix another dime as long as that movie's on their platform. I feel the same way about the Furby. Like it just is just one of those no-go things. As far as I can get away with it, it is kind of everywhere.
Well, I guess my issue with the Furby, look, he's entitled to whatever opinion about his sexuality that he wants, right? Like he can, I mean, dude, he can call himself a girl, he can cut his wiener off, whatever, right? That's cool. He can even espouse that he believes that it's okay for all of these other things. Hey, you know what? Those are your beliefs, bro. It's cool. What kind of really annoys me is that even when you poke holes, and I don't mean little holes, I mean gaping chasms in his argument, which is no argument, right? Even when you do that, the Furby won't. First of all, it won't take the L, right? It won't be like, no, you know, you're right. You know, that's, you know, or he doesn't even say you're right, that you're right about it. He could, you know, he could just be like, okay, that's your opinion, but you know, I'm still going to believe this, right? But instead, I've never not seen the Furby turn right around and say, well, you're wrong.
It's a bad faith debater. That was my first issue with it.
100%. Is that you?
Yeah, I just restarted my phone.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. But I mean, it's just so, yeah, you're right. It's bad. It's not just bad faith. It's just, I mean, it's just all the way around, completely agenda driven, completely ridiculous. Just, I don't know, man. So I don't get any value out of listening to the Furby, right? Like even people I don't like, right? I will listen to them as long as there's something of value being said, right? I'm sure you're much the same way, right? Like you may not particularly care for somebody, but if there's some value in listening to what they say, then you'll listen, right?
Sure.
Like Andrew, you don't particularly care for Andrew, but he says some good shits every once in a while.
I actually like Andrew more than I agree with him.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Sort of. You kind of had it reversed, but
yeah, whatever. That's fine.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. Carry on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean that's actually that's probably an even better relationship, honestly, because I find people that just agree with me all the time are tiresome.
Yes, I agree.
So, but yeah.
So this Furby guy, he really has that position about, you said it before about, you know, providing hormone treatments and stuff to.
It's the most ridiculous position.
I'm trying to avoid, you know, TOS.
No, you're fine. It's really the most ridiculous position you can imagine. The first part of the position the Furby takes is that prawn is out there in such volume and is so easily accessible that rather than try and limit children's access to said items, it should be curated and sort of remove the mystery, if you will.
And the phrase that it uses is good corn.
Right. Yeah.
The implication being that these kids are so horny, we can't stop them from engaging in it.
Yeah.
We need to then,
and they're going to see it anyway, right?
Manage what it is that which is, the narrative that this is only happening because the kids were too horny, right? Like that's straight out of a police interview.
Okay, stand by. I'm going to cuss. That's fucked up.
It's really fucked up. It really is fucked up. And it basically, so you want to hear the most fucked up thing about it is that it will.
That was it.
The Furby with a straight face will use that argument to its end, but you turn around and use the same argument against firearms confiscation, and it will argue that there's no problem with that. That's easy. It's literally the worst faith debater I've seen in some time.
If you can imagine somebody with all of the worst views on literally everything, I swear to God, if I could design the worst perspective ever, it would be what the Furby is.
Yeah, the Furby is something that's and here's the thing.
And it's Canadian.
Also, yes.
He's a Canuck.
And its job is growing some kind of mushrooms for food or something.
Really?
Yeah, right. Food.
Yeah, and literally, it was like, and not the fun kind. Furby literally said that once. No, not the fun kind. So, yeah, I've listened to this. It gave an interview or something. The Furby gave an interview to someone and was just kind of talking about it, or not really gave an interview, but was kind of talking about its life and how it had come up and all that kind of thing, and probably in reference to some debate or some point it was trying to prove. And I was like, you've never lived in reality at all.
Mm-hmm. I assume he supports the notion of transitioning.
You name a bad idea, and it supports it.
Literally every word, not just like kind of bad on the spectrum, like all the way to the worst degree of the worst idea.
Yeah,
that's what the Furby is.
So it literally just said to Speakeasy that if the problem with puberty blockers is, or if the problem that we have with men becoming women is that men are more, their physical characteristics are just greater than women. They're stronger, faster, denser bone strength, all of that, put on muscle easier, all of that kind of thing. If that's the case, then you should give the kids puberty blockers earlier.
You don't. No one has the right, privilege, whatever the hell you want to call it. Nobody has the right to tell parents what can or cannot be done with their kids. Period.
It's just all of the worst positions, man. All of the worst positions you can take. It believes in a UBI. It believes.
Oh yeah, it's a socialist.
Yeah, it believes. You get this. I was in the airport listening to it. You hate it here? I'm sorry, Michelle.
What's
you hate
here?
it being here? Maybe it's not here. It's not here.
Here is a refined here. Is she in Canada?
Oh, I don't know. That's why I brought it up.
On YouTube with the stupid. Yeah. I think she means she doesn't like the Furby being on her YouTubes.
Oh.
So it's time to tie those tubes, Michelle.
I'm asking because I don't know who this Furby person is. So was he on your show, Flow State, like last night before or something? Maybe
the Furby. No, the Furby's never been on my show.
Okay.
The
Maybe,
Furby tried to come on my show once, but it got stuck in the back chat.
Yeah, it comes on Sarah's less often than
lot.
it tries to, but quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
So if you saw me on the panel with it, it was likely there. Possibly Glenn's.
Yeah, it's on Glenn's a lot.
Oh, maybe that's where I saw this individual.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I have no interest because he's a fucktard. Fuck it.
Your interest is in tactical soaps.
Well, that too.
I just think, I mean, it literally has every single bad position you can take in life. The more I think about it, the more I'm convinced I'm right about this. It has no actual economic understanding. It just believes what it's been told. The Furby has like this very strange sense of how life should work. It literally said, I was in an airport. I was really angry. I couldn't respond to this because I couldn't get my cough. But it literally said that corporations that set up big factories and produce things use up all the resources that would benefit people. People could use those resources. Like
people are using those resources,
right? Like power and water and everything, you know, and all of these utilities and trash service and all that. And I'm like, yeah, and they pay for it, right? Like, and usually corporately, companies pay more than citizens for their power. They pay more for their sewer service. They pay more for basically everything.
They pay local taxes and the employees they hire.
They usually
eventually maybe
if you're good, yeah. If you're good corporately, you usually don't pay any kind of state or local taxes for at least 10 years. But
there's a trickle effect. You hire employees.
Yes.
They live locally.
Yes.
They're going to be paying taxes. They're going out to lunch and stimulate the economy either directly or indirectly. So
right. And there's you're right, but there's even, I mean, but it's, you know, corporations are the reason dams get built for hydroelectric power. They're the reason that cities grow.
Yeah,
right?
I mean that entire position acts like corporations are something aside from us, right?
Yeah.
Anybody who's got a retirement plan, half a share of stock, you know, we all buy these things, invest in these things, you know, are partial owners of these things and work in these things. And it just is complete fiction to make corporations some separate entity.
He sounds like he has like a victim mentality. Oh, poor me. I don't have money. I don't have status in the world. It must be everybody 100%. Else's fault except me for not getting off my lazy ass and get a real job.
I think the victim mentality is closer along the lines of it feels very put upon by the world apparently. And
everybody's entitled to some bad decisions, but like I kind of think that once you start hitting all of the most harmful positions on everything, at that point I start thinking that you've got underlying malice. If that makes sense.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the one thing that it never really addresses is the fact that so many trans people have mental health issues, and it never talks about the fact that the Furby may have some mental health issues of their own. I don't know. All I know is Andrew Wilson absolutely turned that furry into, you know, fuzz and a tail last night, because it was a stomp session. So Silvar Ogre, you're right. They do avoid taxes, but it kind of evens out with the bribes that get spent locally on hookers, and then, you know, hookers obviously pay for other things. So it's just contributing to your local economy. So.
Correct. And we do appreciate the hook. I appreciate the hookers as the DGen on the panel. I want to thank the hookers, strippers, and other sleuts.
I wouldn't know where to look.
Oh, what city are you in?
Oh no, that's easy. I just asked Anson. He's a
That's
neighbor.
right. That's it. Anson, you know, we all now know who's sleeping with Anson's ex-wife, Anson.
Would you like to know more?
Would you like to know more?
Kind of. What else is there?
Well, I don't know. He's hang on. Anson Knowles is taking a break from the Heinlein quotes that he's been speaking in all night, which, by the way, some of them are awesome. I really like Heinlein a lot. Taking a break from my quotes, and at Unreasonable Man, you only think the Furby is suffering from a terrible mental defect. I can't say for sure. I'm not a doctor. However, I mean, I wouldn't want to be the deciding vote on a jury or anything.
I would like. I can stand like the Furby meets. I mean, that world or identity meets every criteria to be a textbook delusion.
Oh, there's a bunch of there's a lot to unpack there. Lock it up. Michelle's really angry with a Furby.
You know what? I saw Michelle go off on somebody on Glenn's the other day.
Yeah.
Michelle,
Michelle, you got to come up and talk
Michelle's
about
having
that.
a fighty
Michelle,
weekend.
Get up here. Come on, you got to talk about that. Yeah, the Furby is crazy. What's interesting is that even the other, like, I don't think Nev likes the Furby.
No, Nev hates the Furby. Nev's the one who threw the Furby in the fire with the by bringing up the corn for kids debate.
Oh, you're not home, Michelle? I'm sorry. Never mind. We can do it another night. It's
Pause.
Fine. Pause. Yeah, all right.
Wait.
Go ahead.
No, Flo. Who was it again? You said that when what's his name brought up the whole corn thing. He went off. Who was
Neve Liar.
Never liar.
Yeah, the another Canadian trans one that. Oh man, Grid's best meltdown ever.
That wasn't really melting down.
Oh my!
That wasn't melting down though. I was having fun with that.
So was I.
Not as much as me.
I bet I was.
You think? I don't know. I was having a pretty good time.
This guy must be like trolling because I guess it sounds like he's popping around all the different, panels and stuff. I guess he's just trying to, make clips of content.
Yeah, I don't think it's a troll.
Oh, you don't think so?
The Furby's just nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just genuine.
I think it's just trying to enter the sort of the debate world, which like that there is a need for the people who can debate on the left, right? On the left, right. But this just is not the one.
You are not the one, my son.
Not the one. Not the way.
We need more repulsive people, but not this repulsive.
Very funny. Yeah.
Yeah, Neve went off on Furby. And Rachel's ghost is probably the most conservative and based of all of us. If you know who Rachel's ghost is.
Kinda.
Oh, I
don't. She's got a in the vinyl community channel, but she's another male to female trans post surgery and everything, but absolutely sees things. I mean, says that is a mental disorder, and
well, she lives in reality.
She lives in reality, right?
A warped reality, but it's still reality.
No denial. That's good.
Yeah. A lot of respect for her.
The Raging Patriot says, Flow State just stated he has standards and limitations. Is he crossing over to the dark side?
Standards for what?
not flow state.
Oh, for the scum people we need barely. I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, I've been on the dark side.
Well, while we're talking about weird, fucked up people, have you guys been paying any attention to what's been going on with Destiny?
I got a screenshot texted to me about butt plugs.
Dude, it's so much worse. So much worse. So we all know that as smart as Destiny seems, he's actually just not that smart. And he's not a good criminal, right? I know good criminals, and Destiny's not a good criminal. So
is he a criminal?
Well, he cheats on his.
No, that's not. Yeah,
that's just and that's like the easiest kind of criminal to be.
It's just scum.
Yeah, scum. He's not even good at that. So he's chatting up this this person, girl, whatever. I'm assuming girl. And they have a lot of very pornographic conversations, including about how Destiny laid wood to the. Well, there went the trash can. Laid wood to Lauren Southern.
I don't think I know who that is.
Really?
Yeah. Nope.
Oh, it sounds familiar. Let me look it up.
She's a conservative, kind of political person.
Oh yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah, and Destiny has been, so one of the reasons the first time that Destiny blacklisted Andrew, it was because Andrew called Destiny out for banging Lauren Southern.
You can't let Andrew know nothing about your sex life, huh?
Yeah, I'm just telling you. Well, I don't even know how he found out, but however he found out, he called him straight up. He's like, "Hey, bang Lauren Southern, didn't you?" And Destiny rage quit and banned or blacklisted Andrew, so he said he wouldn't.
And he probably didn't get any more ass after that from Lauren.
I'm sure that's how that went. So
I would ban his ass too. That's against bro code.
You broke the bro code.
He's stomped all over bro code.
So Destiny's talking up this chick, and they're just sending pictures and all of that. And Destiny is talking about like all of the weird shit that he does. Like apparently there's some mention of butt plugs for sure. He's also talking about eating.
Would you like me to read it?
No.
I've got it right here.
You got it right. All right, go ahead.
Destiny says, I didn't think you were going to say yes. Destiny says, fuck, have you ever worn a butt plug before? Rose says, butt plug? If so, yes, I wear one at least a couple times a week while I'm out, like emoji face. Also, why didn't you invite me to your Minecraft server? Destiny says, I've been using one the past 2 days, and oh my god, it's intense, and you can join if you want. Rose says, I thought you were not into butt stuff, so I'm surprised. Destiny says, yeah, I'm not normally, I guess, but I wanted to try. Rose says, do you like it? Destiny says, yeah, it's so intense. Damn. Rose says, we can get matching ones. Destiny says, oof, okay, deal. Rose says, did anything specific happen that made you want to try the plug? Destiny says, was just home masturbating, thinking about sucking on a guy, and I decided to try it. Rose says, where did you get it from? Destiny says, it's Melina's, LOL. And that's the whole screenshot I got.
Yeah.
Is Melina his wife?
His ex-wife, yeah.
His ex-wife?
Yeah, and dude, he talks so much really gross stuff. He talks about how he it's just crazy. Like he wants to eat cum out of dudes' asses.
I even more than I didn't enjoy having that thought in my head.
So gross.
I did enjoy watching you struggle through saying it.
Dude, it's so bad. And literally, Chud Logic went through line by line all of this stuff the other day, or I guess last night. It's just come out. Destiny, and apparently Destiny leaked.
I caught that too, Mr. Boulay.
What?
Nothing. We're just being degenerate. Come out.
Now I'm being childish.
Okay. All right.
Hey, I didn't say shit about it. That was him.
All right. Well, Mr. Boulay, you know, he's a sharp guy. So
Sometimes.
I mean, dude, it's been crazy the last like 24, 48 hours. Destiny apparently leaked this to Rose, and I think he actually leaked screenshots of his messages between him and Lauren Southern. And while she was married, so she was having an affair with Destiny of all people. And then Rose leaked all of the private discussions somewhere, and now literally everybody has it.
That's how it got out. Okay.
Yeah,
Because that's I was like, how did that stuff get out?
so rule number 1 is you don't trust women with shit like that.
No, rule number 1, and this is from a lawyer. My lawyer told me, he said, never text anything that you would not want to hear read back to you in court in front of your grandma.
That's great advice.
Yeah, words to live by.
That should be on the intro of your channel.
You know what? I should make that into like a short at least or something.
Yeah.
Yes, that should awesome short.
Because like that lodged in my head when he said it, and I've always stood by that, and it's served me well.
Yeah. Yes, Jantix, not only Republican, but she's like super Christian, and she was married at the time. I think she might still be married. I don't know.
Look at Mrs. Flo down there in the chat, acting like she's not walking around with a butt plug in right now too.
She's like, what a conversation to walk into. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But it's been nuts because it lit. So Andrew came on last night, and he must have had a preview of it because he was on my show last night, and he's like, "Yeah, no, you're hearing about Destiny like eating cum out of dudes' asses," and I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "No, come on." And I kind of thought Andrew was, trolling Destiny a little bit, but no. No.
I mean, this shit is so like.
And Flo's over there reading it. Flo's got it all laid out now. He's got the whole thing.
No, I just have the one screenshot that was sent to me. But it's so every bit of it is so jam packed with debauchery that it almost seems like it would be fake, right? Like if I were gonna make up some ridiculous shit on somebody and Photoshop it, this is what I would choose. But
except Destiny literally was at the Hodge twins, and when he was asked about, "Hey, Destiny, we heard you do stuff with guys," he said, "Well, sometimes I just feel like a hard throbbing cock." He said that like right out loud.
Was it sarcastic? Or
No, it was like deadpan, 100% like
nonchalant.
Well, and he seems the type. Right.
Right?
So I like as much as if I looked at these or at this screenshot, if I read this shit to myself about somebody about basically anybody, I'd be like, no, this is too over the top. This isn't real. But being a little bit familiar with Destiny, I think it's real.
The chat should be sending in a lot of donos right now for what I just had to go through. Saying
You know what?
Disgusting stuff.
I should send you this screenshot, and I bet that they donate to have you read it.
No.
That's content right there. Everybody wants to hear Grid read these out loud. You have to cam up and like take full screen and look into the camera and read it like a reporter reading off the
like 60 was it 60 minutes with what's his name?
Cooper Anderson?
No, the original.
Oh, Dan Rather? Was he on
Dan, was
This
it Dan
just
Rather?
in.
Oh.
Destiny's been wearing a
This
butt
just
plug
in.
for 2 days. He has
Walter
to leave it up there
Cronkite.
now.
Walter
That's
Cronkite.
it, Cronkite, yeah. From the news desk in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Grid 1.
And now you have the rest of the story.
I'm seeing a whole new channel here, like filthy news with Grid 1.
No, that won't happen.
Look at you hiding behind your cup.
I know.
think this is a winning idea.
I agree.
Well, if Flow State and Mr. Boulay agree on it, then it can't be wrong.
Well, Grid, you've always been saying you got to get some new, fresh, different content on your channel.
No, I've actually never said that.
I heard him say that.
I could have swore he did.
And then in the next breath he went,
we can roll back 100 hours of tape instead, and you won't see that.
Well,
See,
okay, you may not have said those words exactly, but that was your intent.
Yeah, good luck with that arc.
This is the
Michelle's like, I'd watch
audio book read by Grid 1.
No, that's more of a Flow State thing. It's more of a Flow State thing.
Yeah, I would read it.
100%.
I never have. It's
bedtime hours with Flow. Let it flow. Is the Furby?
But they would never have me read that book because women would be listening to it and then just sliding off their seats while they're trying to drive and shit.
I don't think that's what would happen, but
it would be a safety hazard.
The Furby has not rage quit yet, so there's that.
I could see either of them rage quitting. Actually, the Furby seems like it would rage quit second, in my opinion.
It would rage quit because Speakeasy.
It just doesn't have any shame or like self-awareness. It doesn't have enough self-awareness to be ashamed. Fairly easy to fluster.
Jantix is like, I have to read weird shit all the time, so I'd read the text, no problem.
I still can't understand how a person like Destiny was able to debate Dr. Sebastian Gorka
and Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, how?
He must have spent some money.
I don't know.
Well, he's got millions of followers. Right.
I mean, surely that probably is the big factors is big audience and a large reach for the channel that hosted the debates and stuff. So I don't know. It just doesn't seem right in my head for whatever reason. I'm talking, Dr. Gorka. I mean, he's the guy. He was like national security advisor for Trump during his first administration or something like that. I don't know if that was his actual job.
I don't know who Dr. Gorka is. It sounds familiar, but I'm just not coming to. What's he a doctor of?
PhD in like international politics or something like that. He's like one of those commentators on Newsmax. No, he's a smart guy. But I just still can't believe it's like, how does a knucklehead like him get to even be in the same room as whatever.
He was in the right place at the right time. There's just this is something that I've only become aware of since getting to know Sarah, right? Because she's constantly looking for debaters, and it's harder to find liberals or pussies. And so they don't like contact conversations.
They
You
would
know?
just rather be on a
They
live.
can't stand to be proved wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. And I guess that's why TikTok's so prevalent for them, because they can just get on there and what's the word?
And-
Spurg away.
Twitter, where you're restricted to what, 160 characters or something. Like, oh, perfect. I just wanted to come in and make a claim loudly and then not have any other conversation.
And then turn off commenting.
Right.
No, you're right. You're right, Flo. You're absolutely right. I mean, yeah. It's hard to find, dedicated, lefties who can actually have hold the conversation and a debate without necessarily spurging out until the last minute. Yeah.
Yeah, the Destiny arc is always very interesting because I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he does to stay relevant in front of his crowd, because his debates, especially the last year, have been train wrecks, just absolute train wrecks. But Mr. may have something here. It's not a debate, and he's funded by progressive organizations, and recently it's been theorized they use both groups to bolster numbers. That's probably true. So it's probably true. I would do a TikTok invasion if I knew how to use TikTok better. I'm not 18, so I don't, I'm not 18. I have both balls, and I get laid often, so I don't know how to use TikTok.
And you're old.
Well, that too. But
and by the way, folks, Grid and I are Gen X, not Boomers. Boomers are our parents.
Yeah,
for the record.
And holding it down for millennials.
Yeah,
just barely. And I don't love saying that, right? It has a douchey ring to it.
Well, that's okay, because you've got a douchey look to you.
You're not wrong. You know what? I was raised in the golden age of music, the new metal, Limp Bizkit, Korn, early Slipknot.
Yeah.
Smoking cigarettes, riding on your friend's bike pegs, and mean mugging adults who are looking at you like you're too young to be smoking.
I'll disavow that last part.
Mean mugging adults?
Whoops. I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
You disavow mean mugging adults?
I was trying to make a joke, and it obviously tanked. So
okay. Yeah. The Speakeasy's holding up pretty good here. He normally by now he's pretty aggravated, but maybe he had a little extra pot today.
Pot. Yep. Probably that.
Probably that.
He's probably hoping that Andrew's watching and is trying to perform good for him, would be my guess.
Yeah, well, could be. Andrew said he was taking the day off, but he also said he was going out to dinner with his wife, so you never know.
Why does Flow State seem like one of the kids I sold ciggies to in high school? You weren't. You bought ciggies from me.
Smoking Virginia Slims. Oh my god!
You know what we did? Because me and my friends got jobs at a grocery store when we were 14, and then I got a fake ID at 15. I had plenty of cigarettes, but sometimes before I got my fake ID, you did end up with like a carton of Virginia Slims or whatever. But when you're in middle school, a cigarette's a cigarette almost.
Yeah. That brand didn't last long. Oh, I had a question about Destiny. I can't remember what it was. Oh. So has Destiny and Andrew kind of, well, I don't know, smooth things out a little bit, because he I get Andrew, he did like a chill stream, and he actually was talking with Destiny like a couple of days before the election, because Destiny was kind of setting up his studio and things like that, and they were having, no, it was like it was a really respectful conversation. Nobody was
well, look,
yelling or screaming or anything.
Destiny, you know, well, maybe not now, but Destiny in general, you know, he's one of the supposedly. I've not talked to him, but he would, you know, apparently he basically gives you whatever energy you give him. And, you know, if you're going to start shit with him, he'll start shit with you. But you just want to have a conversation. And I didn't really, you know, I've never actually talked to him on stream. I did have the opportunity when I first got started. I was on like my, I was on my like 10th or, you know, something episode, and you know, 10th or 15th episode or whatever. And I actually was looking for someone to, you know, come on the show, and Josie was like, "I'll get Destiny on if you want him. I'm in the DGG server all the time, and I talk to Destiny often. I'm sure I could get him to come on." And I'm like, "Yeah, right, whatever." And then one night she's like, "Hey, do you want Destiny to come on?" I'm like, "Fuck no." Like, why would I? Like, I'm a literal nobody. Why do I want Destiny to come on my show? I can't. There's nothing I can do with that amount of exposure. And,
I mean, that was a ridiculous move on your part.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I mean, the worst that could happen is that it's a nothing burger, in which case you're exactly, it was a win neutral situation.
Yeah. And then I ended up having this guy from the DGG server come on, and I basically I told him, you know, I'm not really in the mood for a debate or anything. I just, you know, just want to chill and you know, we'll just you know, kind of go back and forth, have a discussion on some of these issues. And of course he immediately turned it into a debate, and then he wasn't a very good faith debater, and he never cammed up, which is like a, you know, a huge red flag. I have learned, but yeah, it was all right. I could probably, I don't know. I haven't talked to Josie in a while. I don't know if Josie's still talking to all those people. Josie actually is like really good at the back end for channels and stuff.
Really?
So, yeah. Which is weird because she can't seem to do anything for herself, but she can do a lot for other people. It's really funny. I guess they're just people like that, right? So, but
that's the other thing about him. To me, it's funny. You know, post-election, a lot of the like conservative side of folks that do a lot of social media content, you know, did there's like tons of people making reaction videos to his, you know, his live stream, you know, during the election, you know, and it was like, hey, look what the left happened to the left when, you know, Trump got elected, and they keep showing his, you know, him losing his stuff, and it's quite funny in that regard. It just amazes me how so many people, you know, make their content from other people's content.
I mean,
but I guess that's kind of the nature of this community.
If I were smarter, I would do that, but I'm not. So
it's the nature of YouTube. I mean, especially live streaming. If you live stream regularly, yeah, you need things that you can do stationary, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got to definitely start. I was live streaming on my channel. I'm going to definitely start that back up soon. But I'm not a debate channel, if you didn't know, Flo. My channel's about precious metals.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I think I'm subscribed to you. I think I am. I'll check. Precious metals. What do you think? Is silver still? I know that silver hit a high a week or two ago.
Well, I don't want to bore the audience with precious metal, but yeah, gold and silver are at record high. This, well, see, I would argue it started right after about middle of July is when it really started seeing the levels.
I like to keep my
spot
paperweight around.
Oh, nice! Look at that. But yeah, no, the other night I was on here with Greg, gave some great ideas on what I can do to kind of help. I got to get into, I got to make content, start doing live streams. Just, I think step one, just start making content again, and then, refine it.
Yep.
Yeah. No, when 2020, I moved all of my basically the last bit of I liquidated most of my retirement accounts when I was being a defendant, but I had one left, and I spent 2020 rolling that shit out of the market and into things like this.
And you bought it at prices in 2020. You did pretty good compared to what spot price is now. Yeah. For an ounce of gold from 2020 to now, you made $1,000.
And I expect that to continue to go because I've got an economics degree. And,
okay.
I understand. I understand how the lockdowns are going to be a long-term bigger issue than most people are aware.
Yeah, it's going to have very far-reaching consequences for sure. Because it's going to take a decade or so just to fully, completely recover and to return to levels that we were at before the lockdown.
I mean, we won't recover. If you consider if you consider the structure of the dollar and the Federal Reserve System, the dollar's temporary by design. It's fiat currencies have a shelf life. And I think that our debt obligations are getting too big to sustain, really.
I agree. I agree. Thanks, K2. I appreciate it. I really do. Thanks for subbing. Yeah. So
Anson Knowles just threw up another Heinlein quote, one of my favorites. Moderation is for monks.
Yeah, but monks gave us beer.
I don't drink.
Oh, well, according to those cans that fell over in your studio there.
Liquid death, baby. Water. I drink a little water.
The name is one. Grid one. Club soda with lime. Not stirred, not shaken.
That's literally what that is. That was so funny that you did that the other night. I was like, that's literally what I'm drinking. Arthur Dye wants to know, what do you attribute the record high gold and silver levels to, Mr. Bourdain?
Well, it's what Flo said. The shutdown had a very dramatic effect on spot price. I mean, people, they're home. What am I going to do? And actually, a lot of people, had an interest in buying metals and stuff. And you don't have anywhere to go, but you can buy this stuff online. And the market just exploded in terms of people just, buying the metals and stuff. And then you see all these stupid commercials from all these, firms trying to, I'm going on a tangent, so I'm going to stop. But the shutdown definitely had a significant factor in the supply and demand of metals for sure.
I really like Heinlein quotes. Government, 3/4 parasitic and the other 4th stupid fumbling.
Fact.
Pretty accurate. It's accurate.
I am so I don't know, you don't want to get into politics, but I am definitely looking forward to see what Mr. Elon and Vivek have to do.
Oh, I am too. I'm enjoying the discussions about whether or not they can do what they say they're going to do, and how everyone's telling them they can't, but they can't. But I don't think they're going to be able to stop them. So,
Well, from my understanding, they're forming their committee or whatever entity it is, and they're going to go out and investigate and audit and all that stuff. And then towards the end of the mandate, then they'll make their big super report to, either the president or Congress or whatever, saying, here's what we recommend. Because as far as I know, they don't have the authority to say you're fired. I don't think they have that authority, but I'm, engineer, not a constitutional lawyer.
well, I mean, if they represent the president depending on what agency, they do have that.
If it's an executive agency like Department of Commerce or something, right?
Yeah, Department of Commerce, Homeland Security, so on and so forth. Isn't the EPA under the purview of the president?
Yeah, it's under. No, I was going to say Interior, but I don't think they are. I think they're kind of a separate thing.
I think they're directly underneath the president. They're not part of the Interior or Agriculture. I think you were
Agriculture.
You were thinking it was under Agriculture, but I don't think
that's it. Yeah. Okay.
I could be wrong.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm not certain myself.
How goes the YouTube war, Flo?
Sorry, just real quick to Arthur Daya. The dollar's temporary because every dollar is lent to the Treasury by the Federal Reserve Bank, which is a private entity. And so if you've got the first dollar in existence lent at interest, that means the U.S. has to repay money that doesn't exist, right? And so that's how the dollar is temporary. We have to keep borrowing to make our debt payments until at some point we've borrowed too much and the debt payment is too big to really be sustainable. What YouTube wars? Or just all the
your
mine
personal YouTube.
Let's see. People are still mad at me. I continue to ensure that I stay living in their heads. Actually, I just got removed from a channel right before I came here. Actually,
really?
Uh-huh.
Who did you piss off this time?
His name's Paul Enslaved. He's always pissed at me. He's been a long.
Oh yeah,
time
you keep telling me about that guy.
Yeah. I went up and joined his panel, knowing that it just my presence causes a meltdown.
So have you heard of this fellow Prime K's? So he's a liberal. He's a Twitch streamer, which seems to be where all the liberals hide, is on Twitch. And so he does panel debates every Monday night. And I've been trying to get on there forever. And he's just been ignoring me. And finally, I had Scott on a couple of weeks ago, Fabian Liberty. I had Scott on, and Scott kind of, I was listening to the debate last week, which was ridiculous. And it had like, they bring on the weakest people, right? And it was like I could do better than any of these, any of the guys that are up here now. And I mean, it was they had Ghosty up there, the Wiccan witch chick or whatever.
Poor Ghosty.
Yeah. And then some other leftist girl, and they just didn't seem to understand how anything worked, basically. But so Kay's reached out to me first part of the week, and he's like, well, we go up Monday nights and they start at some weird time. And I'm like, yeah, I might be a little bit late because I got to, I've got stuff I do on Monday nights. And but he's like, yeah, no, that's fine. We'll try and do it this week. And so hopefully that'll be a weekly thing for me. And of course I get to restream it on my channel. And so it'll be and it's That's actually the only way that I get good faith, or that I hope to be able to get to actually have discussions or debates with actual liberal, good faith people, or the best faith they can be in.
If good faith is you're gonna be disappointed if you're hoping for good faith.
Well, I said as good faith as they can be. I already know.
Making sure to lower your expectations. I said,
no matter how low they are,
these standards for behavior that are not reflected in the world around you.
Yeah, I understand that you've lowered your standards, but please lower them further.
Look, them just showing up is good enough faith.
If they were good, if they were honest even with themselves, they would have different positions.
Yeah, Silver Ogre says you might be too based for Prime. Yeah, now Silvar, he watches Scott, I think, every week on it. So that's he probably has more input, about this than most people.
Yeah, Arthur Dye, I was just thinking that. Yeah, I was to talk with Flo maybe after the new year or something. See if he'd be interested in doing a little collab about because you have a much stronger grip on economics than I do, and maybe between the two of us we could probably bounce stuff off each other and really have a good discussion.
I would be interested in that.
Yeah, just put that little feather in the cap.
Yeah. Economics really isn't nearly as complicated as the study makes itself up to be. Right? There's a lot of jargon, confusing, very simple principles.
No, I think you're right. That's probably the part that's the difficult for people is the jargon, the terminology, and what does this mean? Return on investment, stuff like that.
That's the money, man. That's the money you pay me every month in rent.
I don't pay rent from the headspace I occupy. And the heart space.
You're not a slumlord, are you?
Grid!
I am indeed a slumlord. What's up?
That sounds like the streak. Yep.
That is the Simperius himself. Who are we simping for tonight?
Grid, I was just on Cat's show. I feel like I just was in the 6th layer of hell.
Oh, I forgot she's doing a show tonight.
I had to hear her singing, Grid, and I feel like I just my eardrums have just popped.
Oh, don't be so dramatic.
I feel like we need to call Interpol and intercede, on Steve's behalf and get him out of there.
Maybe.
Poor guy, dude. Can you imagine living with that?
What you're missing, though? What you're missing is the Furby getting torn up over on Sarah's.
Yeah, it's I've argued with it before. It's simple. I just presented the argument that what's the difference between good pornography and methadone clinics?
Okay.
Just go right for the kill.
So, yeah, I don't waste time. I mean, why beat around the bush,
Yeah.
I mean, the making good corn more accessible does nothing to reduce the availability nor risk of the bad corn that we're supposedly trying to alleviate.
Arthur Dias Imperius was on Cat's channel because
she's getting me her younger sister, the blonde one. So hopefully that's why.
But no.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. Because he needed to be in touch.
Great. I've had good luck with Persians before. I'm her mom's going to be on next week. So maybe Persian moms love me. So.
Oh.
Okay. I think Imperius has a
Persian
fetish.
moms love you. Nice.
Well, yeah. I mean, growing up in Southern California, you just go up to Glendale. That's like Tehran.
I haven't been in Southern California in probably 15, 20 years. 15. Yeah. It was more like Shanghai back then, though.
Yeah, you got Chinatown and stuff, and like the Valley and stuff. That's a lot of chinks, but the Iranians have the Glendale area. Some Orange County is kind of like full of Indians and Middle Easterners too.
I'm glad that you keep it real with the old school
Slurs.
Oh, like the squints.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
know?
it.
Yeah,
It's
very nostalgic.
The Charlies, you can call them the Charlies if you wanted to.
bringing it back, keeping it real.
I just
Simperious in the house.
do this shit, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Simperious just
slanting
wants
my
a
eyes.
wife. Something with a wife with a sugar.
a
Yeah,
wife?
I'd like, it would be ideal to have like a prime piece of every kind of meat. You know what I mean? Just like if you were in like a butcher shop, you could get filet mignon, you could get New York strip. That's what I'm saying. Like it'd be nice to have like a Persian, a Latin, a white blonde, like a one of each kind, dude. It would be
The
nice.
Latina chick would stab you.
What was that?
Arthodias Imperius is not married because he's
Of his
a lawyer,
personality.
and he's a lawyer, and lawyers don't get married unless they absolutely have to.
Are you a lawyer?
Yeah.
I
But,
love lawyers.
He's a paralegal.
Paralegal. Yeah, but
I'm kidding,
No,
man.
but-
I'm kidding.
But that's a
no,
baby
I
lawyer.
don't. I joke about it too. No, but again, like, no, it's not that like I wouldn't want to get married. It's just like honestly, once you get to a certain age, like I am now, it's kind of like I'm set in my own ways. I don't need any like extra like life to fulfill me and stuff. When you're young, you have that drive to like want a family and do all that. I'm pretty content with my places and the friends I have, the family I have and stuff. I don't have that like super drive anymore. Like I think, and plus I'm kind of like megalomaniac. I'm I kind of too obsessed with myself. Like when I look at a girl, I have to like see the reflection of like what I am in her. Like
She
better
has to
than
be
everybody.
prettier than him, and that's hard.
Yeah, that would be hard. No, I'm not as pretty as I used to be. Like when I was in college, But what I'm saying is,
Aren't we all?
yeah. I mean, yeah, we're old now. I don't think we can any of us could say pretty anymore. I mean, that's, we're all old men. I mean, we're having to. I was thinking the other day, Grid. I'm like literally half dead. 38, Grid. That's 76 is the average male death age. I'm half dead, Grid.
Well, take your time.
I
Don't
might
get
die
promoted.
earlier too because of stress and alcoholism and.
Yeah,
And I know
don't
lawyers like their
don't get
nose
promoted
candy.
to full dead too early.
Yeah, at least I'm not fat though. That's the one thing I got going for me. Like I'm not like obese. The obesity is like the number one killer in America. I think it is, isn't it? Isn't obesity like heart disease from obesity and stuff?
Yeah.
It is.
I think that.
And what's really funny is too, like people think the blacks like don't get it, but the blacks actually have a higher like rate of heart disease than white people do. Because if you notice, the blacks genetically, they're like either super like ubermensch or they're fat slobs. I don't understand it. It's like they either got the perfect apex genes or they got the worst ones. It sucks, man.
Okay.
No, but it's true. Like, like if you ever watch, like if you ever go where area black people are, you'll see a bunch of like skinny ones and you'll see a bunch of giant, like 400-pound overweight ones. It's like they're compensating for the skinny ones.
I think you're killing flow state. Flow state, can you breathe?
Yeah, I just don't know that. I don't know that that's accurate. But what you can say is that all the skinny ones are always with fat white chicks
or fat black chicks. Like the real skinny black dudes never get with like thin, really good looking black chicks. They're with like the fatter black chicks. It's odd. I don't understand it.
Does it have to do with levels of drama, perhaps?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I think like the skinny black dudes just have a fetish for bigger girls, like girls that are bigger than they are. Like to me, I could never, if I was dating a girl and I could fit in her pants, that's not an acceptable. Like that's not acceptable. I'm a size 32 for guys. I used to be a size 30, but 32. And man, if I can fit in a girl's pants, there's problems. Like that's way too big, dude. So I don't know how they do it.
Must be a fetish.
It's gotta be. It's like the MILF today.
Yeah.
It's like the MILF. You remember the MILF, dude? Grid, do you remember the MILF Hunter hat? The orange one? Did you used to see that, Grid?
No. I
Oh
don't
God.
live in degenerate areas.
Grid. When I was in college, that was like the big thing. Everyone had that orange trucker MILF Hunter hat with like the black lettering, Grid.
when you were in college, I was like earning a living and shit. I was probably married.
Sorry, dude.
Did you have a
I'm sorry,
MILF hunter
Peter.
hat?
Sorry?
No, I didn't have a MILF hunter hat. I had like God, what was the one the FBI hat, the federal blowjob investigator hat.
I have a hat from the Shady Lady strip club somewhere around here still.
How about how about the Big Johnson t-shirts?
Or no, dude, I had the T-shirt that had the man with an arrow up and then the legend with an arrow down. Do you remember that shirt?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. I don't need to wear those shirts because chicks can tell by my gray sweatpants.
You know, you have a man has confidence if he's wearing gray sweatpants
and Crocs.
Yeah, I can't do the Crocs. I wouldn't be caught. I wouldn't be caught dead in those things.
Flo, turn in your man card immediately.
Yeah, plus in Florida, you get your foot bitten off if you wear a Croc around there, dude.
By the alligators. The alligators.
Well, snakes and stuff too, dude. It's the toes, dude. You don't want your toes all exposed like that.
Yeah, but I don't live where there's everything trying to eat my feet.
Shit, dude. The mosquitoes will try to eat your feet, dude. If you let them, dude.
True.
You back in Florida, Imperious, or you still stuck out in the?
Yeah, for a little. Yeah, until New Year. And then I got to go back. But yeah, I'm over here till like January 12th.
Corporate work? Or are you doing what are you doing mostly now?
Yeah, I mean, but we close and like December 13th, we close for the year, so I have the rest of the month off. So that's nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Defense contractors close like around that because it has to do with certain budgetary things and stuff. So
I hear you.
But yeah, it's real good. Plus, like I said, it's really I don't know. Corporate work is different. Like I'm usually dealing with like individual contracts of like specific items or things like that, and I'll have to deal with that like specific projects, like like a missile or something like that. Mm-hmm. So it really just depends what's going on because that all deals with like the bid contracts and things like that. So
yeah,
really depends.
Yep. Well, that's good. I mean, as long as you're staying busy and more or less out.
Yeah, I try. I mean, dude, if I can't sit around and do nothing. Like I always have to be constantly moving or doing something. I hate even these last 2 weeks, like these 2-3 weeks I have off, dude. I'm gonna be like going nuts, dude, because I just won't be able to do as much as I want to do, and things will be closed and shit.
That's the cocaine.
Yeah,
no, I was never into cocaine. That's what I'm saying. I've never done all that shit. Like, I don't know, dude. Alcohol's my alcohol, probably.
Yeah. Do you know what it is, Flo? It's that all of his friends are married and have kids, and they're doing holiday.
And they're exhausted.
And yeah, a lot of them do. A lot of them do.
They're all freaked out, and they're asking him for divorce lawyer recommendations, and so he's
No, I feel bad for them, dude. Like, dude, I go over there. I'll hang out with them sometimes. Dude, they look half dead half the time because of their kids and stuff. I feel so bad for it. I feel like I'm the freed slave speaking of freedom. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I really do because I feel bad for him sometimes. Like my buddy just had both his daughters sick at the same time and stuff. And it was just like, good God, man.
Yeah, no, I get that actually. It's interesting because I go through that myself. I have friends of mine, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like on their second divorce or some shit.
So what states are you licensed to do criminal defense in?
Oh, I don't do crim law.
You seem like you have the personality that would be good at trial lawyer.
Yeah, but I don't have a lot of patience for people. That's the thing. Like I have more. I just don't like stupid and like having to deal with individual clients. You deal with a lot of stupid people.
Clients are gross. Nobody wants to deal with
Yeah. California still have hotter women, but Florida have like chiller women. Like you're more often gonna find a woman who's like a 7 or 8 in Florida that's more like has the ego of a 6. While in California you'll have a 7 or an 8 who has an ego of a 12.
Well, if anybody knows about ego, it's you. So I'll take your word for it.
No, I was just asking. There was a chat. Arthur Dye was asking me in the chat.
Oh.
Well, since you're in the same state as her, you can go meet her and she'll make you a sandwich.
Is she a Florida chick?
Yeah, she's.
I believe so.
And I want
married
Sarah to
Florida
make
chick
me a
for year.
sandwich. I'm gonna terrorize Sarah until she makes me a
Sarah
sandwich.
puts mustard on sandwiches.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, yep,
yeah.
That's kind of gross. I mean, I can understand mustard on a dog, but
exactly.
Like, does she put like no mayo on there? Does she put mayo on her sandwich?
I'm not
too,
sure.
and
Once I
mustard?
learned that she put mustard on, that
gross.
was the.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Could you imagine if she puts mayo on there too, along with the mustard?
I guess I just assumed she did not, but
You know, I thought I was the only person in the world who doesn't like mustard and mayo. I am so glad I met you guys.
No, dude, I can't do that. That's so gross, man.
Ooh,
That's like the opposite ends of the spectrum. One's tangy, one's like more mild and creamy. Both at the same. No.
moderate, small to moderate amounts of mayonnaise is good. Mustard has no place on a sandwich. Miracle Whip is an abomination.
Yes,
Yeah, I like actual spray can whipped cream. That's the only thing I buy. I want the spray can one.
Do you like the spray can cheese?
No, I can't do that. I go to an actual like cheese place for that. I go to an old Italian market for a lot of cheese and meat and stuff, dude. Like I go to the same place my grandpa took me when I was a kid. I'm in California. Like it's like a Italian restaurant / like supplier's been around for 130 years there, dude. It's man, you go in there, they have like the things hanging from they have the bread and cheese hanging from the roof and stuff like that. It's beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm very particular on cheese and stuff. I don't know. It's not like I need the expensive cheese. I just like good cheese, you know.
Like, but let's be real. There is no cheese that is better than mozzarella.
I don't know. There are some, like, there's some good French cheese and stuff. There's a good Italian. Like, it depends what you're using too. Like, it really depends what kind of cheese, what you're using it for, what kind of sandwich you're making. Like, if you're using it with like provolone or something, or a different kind of meat, you want a different kind of cheese than.
I put mozzarella on my Mexican food. I'll buy one of those packages of fresh mozzarella and just eat it straight. Like, I love mozzarella cheese.
We've gone from destiny to cheese.
Both things that can be found in your butt. Yeah, it didn't land quite like I. Yeah.
No,
I'll get the next one.
All right.
Like Romano cheese is really
I
good too. Romano cheese. I don't know if you've had that. That's really good.
Yeah,
Romano cheese.
Kronos, I do love string cheese. See, my parents are all into, like, you know, they like to go to Whole Foods and get like the weird olives and all the crazy kind of cheeses that nobody wants to eat. I'm just happy with mozzarella.
Simple man, simple pleasures.
And it's different because like in Europe too, culturally, like people put out food to eat. So like in Italy, like you'll have God, what is that cheese? A lot of people like ricotta. I think people put ricotta out a lot to eat. Scamorza. I think they'll put that like sometimes. Like people like it's the same thing that like in the Middle East, how they put like a lot of dates out for people to eat and things like that. It's different in Europe. So it's kind of like it's different culture.
Yeah.
I
so have you heard about all of the Destiny stuff?
Yeah, I heard he took a butt, like he had a gay man eat his butthole or something, right?
I think he was the one doing the butthole eating, but
sure. Oh, he was the one eating. He was the receiver, huh?
I don't know if he said he dreamed about. Look, here's the thing.
Do you want me to pull it up and read it again?
I didn't really want to.
Yeah, bring it up, Flo. Yeah, I'd like to hear.
I didn't really want to know, and
no, Grid, you want to know? Don't lie, Grid.
No, I do.
I should just send this to Grid so that he can read it. It's
really just send it to Grid so he has it all the time. He can look it up whenever.
No, don't do that. Because
you know, I wonder if Grid ever talks. Grid, do you ever talk to your wife and go, God, these people, like, God, I hear all this crazy shit. Check this out with this guy eating a butthole.
No, and my wife.
Does she think everyone here is crazy? Does she like those people are crazy?
The whole thing is nuts. She literally is like, she's literally like, what are you doing? I'm like,
She hear you in here in your room, and she's like, "What is this? What are these people?"
no, I'm
They're
out in the
talking-
I'm out in the airplane shed, so
Oh, you're
nobody-
on the shed. Okay, okay.
Nobody can hear me.
Because I could just imagine, like, if you had like a studio in your house, she's probably sitting there going, "What are they talking about?"
Well, I'll be like watching, I'll be watching something to like, stream about later or whatever, and she'll walk by and she'll be like, "What?" And I'm like, "You don't want to know. You really don't."
Like, I can imagine if like Ben Thorpe was on one time and she heard that. You know what I mean? Could you imagine what she would think? Some guy like that.
Yeah, they think that they won that debate with Glenn.
Well, yeah, I mean, Ben thinks he's won at life. I mean, come on, look at him. Yeah, I mean, he's living in a van outside the river, down by the river, like Farley said. So I don't know how he's really like winning at anything,
Yeah, I don't know. Very strange.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is I'll give this to Andrew. Last time I heard him talking to him, he's right, where he said that Ben has destroyed his own and his daughter's any future on the internet, because the only thing, and if you've noticed, Ben has tried to get away from this lately. Oh, I'm not the daughter-father thing anymore. It's not about that. We never were like that. It was a bit. He's trying, because he realizes like his whole shtick is just that, and it's old now, and no one wants to hear about him. You know what I mean? So he's irrelevant.
Yeah, no.
The worst thing on the internet isn't being hated or loved. It's being irrelevant.
Right.
Yeah, that was a bad judgment call on his part. And he's not stupid, right? He could he definitely
No, he's
squandered
not an
some-
idiot. He's not an idiot, but he's immature, and he has like the emotional stability of a child. That's his issue.
Yeah. Yeah, these YouTube streets are full of us narcissists. Grid, I
Like
just
I said,
did a community post and I tagged you in it with the Destiny thing.
Where did you do that at?
On YouTube. And yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep. Yay. So
Well,
you can
on
do
your
it.
on your
it's pretty
original
sad,
channel or your new channel?
It's on the new one.
It didn't show up, so that's good.
right.
Did you click notifications and then go over to mentions?
No. Let me do that.
Link is in the chat for Flo's new channel, so everyone please head over and
The powdered Dusty. What's up with the powdered?
that's so funny. The powdered Dusty.
Sounds like a stripper's name.
It's a Blatt reference, because you're dusty if you have like that stuff on your arms, like if you rub your skin and there's like black like ash on it. That's what the black is called, dusty. So he's the powdered. He's a white guy and he's dusty. So that's
Yeah, I got called that by I think is someone named Sin7Sin. If you've ever seen her in the chat, she said she kind of like was questioning my white card, and she said I wasn't like other whites. I'm a powdered Dusty and a powdered bandit, and I thought powdered Dusty had a hell of a ring to it.
But it's also an insult,
Sounds like
because
a great
Dusties are
stripper
the
name.
ones that can't afford all like the nice skin stuff. So that's why a Dusty is like a broke black guy.
It's the first time I ever heard the term Dusty. It was I've actually got somebody that I've known for a while who's in Africa, and it was a whole panel full of Africans calling each other Dusty, and I just didn't even get it for a minute. But
Yeah, Kron. It started with ashy, and then it became dusty after that. But you're right, Kron. It started with ashy.
I get a lot of notifications.
that you just learned about, you just saw them.
Yeah, I just don't pay attention to them. I don't
know
have
what?
one from you though.
I'll get you a link. Don't you worry.
Yeah, dude. That's why I called myself Bleach Demon, because that's one of my favorites. I like Bleach
That's pretty
Demon.
good.
That's my favorite when I'm called that. You know what I mean? Or White Devil. You know what I
I
mean? That's
really like
always
White Devil, and on StreamYard I have a devil avatar just for White Devil.
Yeah, White Devil's always good. I really enjoy that one.
Well, now I know where powdered Dusty comes from.
And I've also got a Wonder Bread avatar on StreamYard because
Oh, Wonder Bread.
Wonder Bread.
That's a good one too.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, yeah, soggy bread. You know, that one's a good one too. Like they always. But the thing is like I feel with some of their insults toward white people, they got to be more inventive on it. You know what I mean? Cracker's like so old and stuff. Like that one doesn't even. You know,
It's
it doesn't
stale, but
Yeah, it is stale. Like
nice.
Gotta go with honky.
That's a good one though. I like honky because the honkies were like the guys that were honking their horn. They actually had cars. You know what I mean? So it's different. I don't know.
No, and you know what? You're not alone in that sentiment. I
want them to come up with funny white names for us whites. Like I would find it entertaining. You know what I mean? But they're not doing it, and it upsets me. They just go back to the same old ones.
Yeah, it's probably true.
I think that they give us more credit than we deserve for things.
Yeah, well, they do that a lot. They give us a lot more credit, and they give us a lot more like negativity toward things. It's not like all one or all the time. So they think we. Go ahead, sorry.
Please, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying they think we like control the weather and like time and space or something. Everything white people do, it's all white. It's like, dude, they look at us like we're like demigods or something. It's funny.
Some secret society.
Yeah.
Oh well, no, I had no idea what an FBA is. I hadn't even clue even the concept existed or whatever until I started watching Chaos's channel.
That's one of the funniest things in the
this is
freaking
a real
world,
thing.
Dude.
I never
Yeah,
heard of
it's
this.
one of the funny, dude. You got to go down the rabbit hole where they think like the blacks like crossed the Bering Strait like thousands of years before the Indians did and stuff.
Yeah.
You got to go down that rabbit hole. It's funny, dude.
They invented everything.
Yeah. The English language, everything. Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to them. I
who?
like Wig.
Oh, she's funny. Yeah, I'm a member on her channel too.
What the hell's a honky?
I don't like crackers. Crackers crumble, but hunkies rumble.
Am I losing it? I'm not. Am I?
No, she's funny, dude. She's
great.
like the white or the black chick CT, dude. Like she rails on black people on her show so much, dude.
I forgot about that clip until literally you said something. It's just been sitting there unlisted. So
Oh, that was funny.
Crackers crumble, but honkies rumble.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude, the FBA, I don't know what's worse, an FBA or the gematria. I think the FBAs are funnier and the gematrians are more like sad. You know, I look at a gematria guy as I look at like a guy with schizophrenic on the corner sniffing coke or something. You know what I mean? It's just odd.
What about the pretendians?
Is that the black Hebrew Israelites?
The blacks who think that they were the Native Americans?
Yeah, well, that's the FBAs, yeah.
Oh, that's what that is? Okay.
Yeah, that's the FBAs. The FBAs are the ones that they think they were here before the natives and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, like they said that they're like,
hey, look, there's Moxie.
Oh, there's Tits McGee. There she is. How is she, dude? Moxie dreams about me, dude.
Savage was in here earlier. I don't know if he's still out there. Savage, are you still out there?
Savage. Savage he's probably working right now. You know, like that's all he does is work. 24/7 he works, dude. I mean, I give him a lot of credit, but poor guy, he doesn't stop, dude.
He's if there ever was just like a white guy stereotype.
Yeah, he's the salt of the earth guy. If you would think of that, something like that, you know, Christ talking like salt of the earth guy. Like that's what Savage is, dude. Like he just works with his hands and he just wants to stay busy.
You guys have a lot in common.
Well, I don't work with my hands quite like him. You know, I don't service men. You know,
him and Flo been to prison.
Except I smile more.
Well, but like I said, Flo uses his hands to go in an up and down motion. You know, for other people. You know, Savage actually
better than I do.
Yeah, you know,
except for your
different kind of. I mean, it's just as valuable, I guess, but different,
What's the gematria stuff? I missed out on this. I took
Oh,
that
that's the angle CT's going down right now. It was the FBA's, now it's this, dude.
Oh my god,
it's bad, dude.
Yeah.
Like, Grid, you got to go down the rabbit hole, Grid. You really do, dude. It's
first of all, I don't have to do anything but be white and die. Second,
I don't know. Maybe you could maybe get a little street cred. I don't know if you could. You'd probably still be pretty white, but
well,
we could urban up your look a little bit. Do you own any chains?
Well,
we should put up. Let's get him a teardrop tat. Let's get him a teardrop tat.
You know what? I could give you one like we did in jail, with the filed down pencil lead and mixed in the water with pluck it with a staple. I could do that for you.
You got to give him the 5 dots on the wrist too.
Yeah,
5 dots on the wrist.
Tattoo I've ever done.
Grid made a whole career about being on the streets.
Something like
okay, that joke didn't go over.
Man, you're shooting a miss.
Yeah. Well,
but
I don't know what a gematria is, Moxie. What's a gematria? Somebody help me
what
out.
it is it's seeing crazy. It's what it is using new numbers in a way that was originally like referenced in the Torah or something, but in a completely different way. And they think that by assigning a number per each number. Yeah, it's it's assigning a number per each letter, and then they think by like adding 11, 22, 10, 8, 5 adds up to 210, and that 210 was the same date that Kobe Bryant died on the 210th day since this, and it all fits together. It's worse than the FBI.
Kind of nut job to deal with that. That's I don't know that I have the patience. Moxie, however, we do have the Furby over there on Sarah's channel getting hammered on if children should be allowed to what is the topic again? What is it? It's
if kids should have transition.
Youth
it's going to be a slap fight between 2 Canadian transes.
Hey, Flo, what was that book?
The Furby still is not rage.
True. Hey, trust me, dude. Number games. There's his gematria. There he is. Dude, he even bought the book. Look at him. Did you buy it just to troll him and read through it and troll him, dude? I would.
Yeah, he doesn't like me.
No, I know he doesn't. No, I know. I know. He banned me too. He hates Zach hates me because I called him out. He's an apopheniac.
I don't know that word, but
apophenia. I showed the video on CT's show the other day. Apophenia is the human brain mental illness where you find patterns where patterns don't exist.
Well, I don't think he is that. I think that he knows.
Moxie, you missed out last night. Moxie, night.
He's just a grifter. He's a grifter.
Last night, the Furby got just destroyed. I mean, stomped on until there was nothing but fur and tail left by Andrew Wilson. It was brutal.
Here's the little intro paragraph to this book. If you think it's interesting that on September 11, 2001, Flight 77 reportedly hit the 77-foot tall Pentagon in Washington, D.C. on the 77th Meridian West after taking off at 8:20 a.m. and crashing at 9:37 a.m. 77 minutes later, then this book is for you. And so that's the,
But the thing is, you got to ask, what does all that matter? Like, you never predicted that those things were going to happen. None of that numbers matter. I mean, if you have a large enough data set, you're going to find the same number all over.
Oh yeah, and you've got different ciphers and shit. You can do all sorts of things with it.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious. Grid. It's funny, Grid, because some of his followers are more nuts than he is, right? I mean, I some of the followers that I've heard call up and heard talk about him are worse than he is. I think Flo knows though. Dude, Flo is hated by more than I am over there. I guess he's really like giving them the ringer before I got in there. But Flo is
a talent for people hating him. Hey, I'm going to show you this. This is the Furby getting.
It's because I enjoy
it. There's a Furby getting slammed last night. Here we go. Wait, why is the volume not up? Oh,
somebody had got Andrew to censor his logo.
But they say hang on. No. They say the exact same thing. For instance, if you say to me, the reason you should affirm trans identity is because if you don't, the suicidality of trans people will increase. You are literally telling me that if by not affirming identities, those people will kill themselves. How are you not?
But if you really think about it, that's like
No, answer my fucking question.
Social. You're talking.
Answer my question. You said, has anybody ever directly told you that? I just gave you an argument, right? For yes, they have told me that, just not using those words. They are indeed actually telling me that, though, aren't they? If you said, hang on, I need a yes or no to this, and so that you're not a mealy-mouthy, basic little fuck. I want a yes or no to this. It's not loaded. It's not loaded. Let me ask the question and then answer it. If somebody tells you, if you refuse to affirm the identity of X group, their suicidality rate is going to go up, is it not true that they're saying that if you do not affirm the identity of this group, they're going to kill themselves?
I'm getting an echo, I guess.
No, because this is usually a
no. Okay, well, that's the end of the argument. Like,
no,
there is no. There's nowhere to go from that. You just lied. You literally just lied. There's nowhere else to go.
The context in which they're saying it.
Oh no! There's. Give me the context. I can't wait.
Well, everything's so simple, right? So they mean social context, where you seem to be trying to frame this as interpersonal.
Social context means.
Do we lose the sound?
Yeah, I don't hear it.
Groups and how we interrelate.
Oh, looks like lost grid.
Well, no, I'll give the fur thing actual some credit though, and it takes beatings on them, and it keeps coming back.
Yeah,
like,
I know,
you know,
it's like cancer.
Yeah, it's like a zombified troon. You know what I mean?
Yours personally, we're looking at the social category. By me not affirming the identities of these people, does it increase the chances of?
Well, that was weird.
It's got to do with something probably like you're playing. I don't know. It's probably some up for mode or something.
You probably have your microphone picking it up.
Yeah, I got to.
Yeah, I'll mute myself. All right, let me go again here. Let me.
If they're going to commit suicide or decrease it.
Hey, Grid,
that would only be then directed at
would you be able to play some of
Yeah, it's not. I'm not talking. Wait. So, okay, great. Sorry, a little more pedantry. If my whole group then doesn't affirm your identity, then your whole group, is your suicidality going to increase or decrease?
Probably increase.
Okay, great. So it's emotional hostage taking, but it's okay because it's not you specifically. It's just the group you're a part of. I just want to hang on. I'm just going to steel man your argument. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Steel person.
Here's the steel man. The steel man is Andrew. It's not if you personally won't affirm trans identity that more of them will kill themselves. It's if people who are like-minded to you don't affirm our identity, then we'll kill ourselves. Is that correct?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Then who's my group? If it's not members of like-minded individuals, who's my group?
The cis-normative majority.
So like-minded individuals?
No. People who benefit from the privilege of not being trans, for example.
Well, that's not a privilege. Like, that's just normal, right?
But again, it's very different from your framing that it's like it's someone saying it to you, basically.
No, that's not what I said. Literally. And not only did I not say that, I just steel manned your position, and I was correct. You're just saying that people who think like me, if we don't affirm that you're the sex that you want to be affirmed as, or gender, which is just both ends of the spectrum of gender are going to point to sex anyway. that you're going to fucking kill yourself. That's really, it's emotional hostage taking. How is it
See how
not?
you keep going back to first person pronouns when I'm trying to explain it's groups? That's why it's ridiculous to kind of.
Yeah, but you see, you're playing.
Yeah, I think Imperius is on his
cute little
phone.
word game when you try and delineate it into groups and not personally, because there's no way you could judge whether or not somebody else is going to take their own life.
The scope matters because I originally claimed that this is a social context that they're talking about.
Okay, well, let's find out if this is true. Let's test this logic, because I don't even fucking believe you now that I've steel manned you. So let's just say
there's one exception I can think of.
Stop, bro. Stop.
Well, if
me personally had a trans neighbor, and every single day I told the trans neighbor, misgendered them on purpose because I didn't believe them, right? Would the chances of them committing suicide go up or down?
That depends on a lot of other things that we don't know are going on at the moment.
Like?
What kind of therapies they're receiving, if they're undergoing HRT, if they personally feel stable in their own gender.
So you're saying there's a chance it would go down?
All right, guys, this is pretty long. All right, guys, this is, but it's really interesting how the Furby acts. Yeah, right. Absolutely, Andrew. 100% constantly says bro. It's very funny. So Flo will be back in a second to worry. Yeah, stable in your own gender. I mean, the cope put out here, guy. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Grid, is my echo gone? Because I didn't think I had an echo, but is it gone?
Yeah, you're okay now. I think, I don't know. I don't know if you're using your phone or whatever, but it sounded just like your phone was picking up just random stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, sometimes I'll be like I was sitting here, my dog was probably just moving around and stuff. So maybe that was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it
but,
could. So,
no, Grid, the furry just obfuscates a lot. It never answers a direct question. It just kind of dances around everything.
Well, right, and Andrew just kept saying, "No, I'm afraid you're going to have to answer me. You have to answer me. You know, whatever."
Do you remember, Grid? I'll try to find the link. Do you remember the first I ever heard of this furry mental illness was on Howard Stern about 20 years ago, Grid. He sent one of his, what would you call his guys, one of his shtick guys, into that to interview these people. And I'll try to find the link. It's all over YouTube. They're just random videos have it on because it's 20 years old. And
right.
you gotta hear some of these interviews. It's funnier than these people are, Grid. It's funny. It's funny, Grid. I can't even, man. You know what I mean? Because they don't even know they're the butt of the joke. That's what's funny, Grid. They don't know they're the butt of the joke. They think they're normal.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird deal for sure. Yeah, Moxie, it used to be considered, gender dysphoria used to be considered a mental illness, and for some reason it is not currently considered a mental illness. I don't know why. So,
yeah, and not just that, but nobody ever brings up the real good argument, the lithium carbonate argument. That lithium carbonate cures this. There's numerous studies that show it's super effective at correcting sexual and gender dysphoria. Lithium carbonate. They use it now to treat bipolarism. So I don't. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think someone should bring up that argument. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of argument. So
no, you got to really grill them. That says only a pill will make you right. All you got to do is just take a pill. It makes them get real upset and angry, and then they lose their cool, Grid.
Yeah. I don't know. Look, the Furby is just weird, right? Like when the Furby first came around, to be honest with you, I thought that the Furby was going to be like a super debater, really hard, really difficult to, get around and all of that. And but the reality has been that the Furby's arguments are pretty weak, generically. As you said, it's a lot of obfuscation. It's a lot of goalpost moving. It's a lot. I mean, it's just constant back and forth. And the one thing that has changed is that instead of they have kind of quit doing the appeal to authority that they were doing, because I don't know why. I'm assuming that they realize that everyone knows what an appeal to authority is, and just because it hands us this study, we're not going to accept it just on face value. Moxie, the Furby comes to every debate in the same manner, the Furby's always debating the exact same material. You would think they'd have it down. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I think the Furby is, but the Furby generally isn't debating someone like Andrew, who is literally not going to move on until you answer his question.
You just got to hold them and pin them to an actual argument.
Yeah. Someone like me, I'm pretty lackadaisical. I'll let you move off a question or something like that. I shouldn't, but I do. And, it's an entirely different thing when you're, debating Andrew, because Andrew's going to like hold you to your point. He's going to make it, he's going to make you work hard for every inch of ground you gain or lose. So just the way it is. So, yeah.
But I'll give the Furby credit. It doesn't like say it gets its feelings hurt and shit like that. It's not a like.
But it does.
Does it? I've been pretty.
I had the Furby just about to curse me one night, and I'm pretty sure Flow State had the Furby ready to like throw things at him.
Yeah, it's still butthurt enough that it brings it up periodically.
Yeah.
What did it get upset about? Because I've called it like subhuman and things like that. It's never got that bad.
It doesn't matter. Basically, you just have to keep hammering away. Flow State's just having a good time right now. Basically, you just got to hammer at its argument and push it away, and just keep pushing it in a way that it doesn't like, right? Like holding it to give proof, right? Like, or in Flo's case, I think he just kept coming back to the exact same point that he would make, and the Furby just got tired of repeating itself and getting taught. And to be fair, Flo was kind of talking over the Furby, and it just got really aggravated.
Well, I recognize. I don't remember what the specific was, but at some point I realized this person is not at all going to act in good faith, because I demonstrated conclusively by their own. Yeah, I demonstrated that guns prevented more violence than they caused. I don't remember how exactly I did it, but it was like airtight. And I said, "Now, do you agree?" And it just wouldn't. It was like, "Nope." No way. So the same standard you use to support your shit, you're gonna now deny and hold your. I was like, you're not even discussing in good faith at all. And so I just started. I can get super petty, and I just started interrupting it every time it would talk.
I like how we referred to as an it.
I was just going to comment that.
I mean, yeah.
But the thing is, it genuinely, like, I'll give it this. a lot of people on the internet get butthurt and ban and mute people. Like, I've never had that problem with the thing, so I can't say specifically to me it's had that bad of a problem with me, or it's every time I've run into it, I've berated it for a while, and then it just shuts up. So I don't know, dude. I mean, maybe it's different. Maybe it gets drunk, or maybe its hormones fluctuate because it's taking all kinds of crazy pills. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, if you suggest that, you'll really get it. You'll really get
that it's hormones. Yeah.
Yeah. Your
So
hormone
is it a
levels
dude
drop, right?
that wants to be a chick, or a chick that wants to be a dude?
It's a
dude
dude
that wants to be a
chick.
Okay, that's like 90% of them. Yeah. Okay, so my thing would be like this. I'd ask it, why do you want to become a creature, or are you trying to become a creature that's so hormonally unstable every day within its 30-day cycle that you're not the same human being? You have no homeostasis. You're all effed up.
Oh, the amount of hormones and stuff this person is on is nuts.
Well, and that's what I mean. But like, women have to live that normally with all the kind of crazy fluctuation in hormones. That's why they're crazy. My question to it would be like, why do you want to become crazy?
I think my dad's gone crazy.
But do you get what I mean, Grid? Like, if you're a dude and at least you're like in a calm, like, I think as men, most of us, like, unless we're doing some really bad stress or some kind of extreme, work or something that we're really devoted to, like, our minds are usually pretty calm. Like, we're not neurotic and stressing over stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like, and we can turn our minds off. That's what's great about being a guy. Like, I can sit down and watch a game and turn on, and nothing going on in my mind except those little pixels and photons of light creating pictures, and I'm fine with that.
Agree.
Yeah.
In fact, there's basically never anything going on in my head ever at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, we just check out. Like, sometimes I'll be in the middle of stuff, I'll just check out and start thinking of like random shit in my own mind. I'm like, huh. You know what I mean? We just check out something. Like, girls, they're always like neurotic and digging in and finding problems. Like, I'm glad that like we can sit home at the end of the day, Grid, and feel like self-satisfied and just sit in our chair, have a beer, have some coffee. Like, I'm making some coffee right now. I'm fine with just having a cup of coffee, watching some TV, relaxing.
Using a French press?
Huh?
Are you using a French press?
No, I'm not that picky with it, Grid. Grampo, when he introduced me to coffee, it's just, the old school straight black coffee, dude. That's all he made, just straight black.
I know you like it. I know you like straight blacks, but I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. Straight black. Got it good and dark,
Yeah, he likes to take the straight ones and turn them into whatever he is.
Brown sugar, dude. Hey, man, it's like that old Rolling Stones song. I should taste so good. I'll say this, dude. Some mixed black chicks are really good looking, dude. Like half black, half Asian or something. Oof. Pretty good, dude.
I knew some twins when I was younger, and they were a quarter black. And I'm telling you, that was a solid look.
Yeah, because they're like naturally tan and got a little bit of like that. Because black girls, I'll say this, if they're good looking black, their skin is really nice. Like, they don't have that like aging white girl's skin. You know how like white women, their hands age really fast? Have you noticed that? Look at white women's hands. It drives them crazy when you talk about this too. But their hands age really, really fast. Like their knuckles get really sunk in fast, and it gets their hands.
Talking about moisturizer routines, I'm going to kick you off this channel.
No, you're looking at it the wrong way. What he's doing is he's displaying his evil mastermindedness, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. That's how you get under white women's skin, dude. You have to know what their insecurities are. Each like race of women has their own kind of insecurities.
But you can get under anyone's skin.
Arthur Dye is like, the hands thing is true.
If you don't look at someone in their eyes, look at their forehead instead, and it'll drive them nuts, but they won't really know why.
I've heard that.
Yeah, well, see, the thing, Moxie though, dude, Moxie's the worst, dude. Have you seen, dude? She looks like she's 97. Her and Kat are like, Grid, do you remember the WWF or anyone used to watch the Attitude Era? Do you remember Mae Young and the Fabulous Moolah? That's that's Kat and Moxie. You know what I mean? That is, it's just, jeez.
Watermelon bait. Who is that? That's some Anson Knowles shit right there. It's not him, but it should be.
Is this person trying to catch watermelons?
I didn't know you could catch watermelon. I thought.
Yeah, watermelons are elusive.
Might as well call yourself grape soda. I mean,
Kel. Oh wait, no, Kel loves orange soda. You know, have you ever been turkey hunting? Turkeys are actually kind of elusive, and that surprised the fuck out of me.
Oh yeah,
turkeys are vicious animals,
turkeys
dude.
are,
they're
like
traumatized by a
ridiculously
turkey.
sharp-eyed too. Like you barely move and they see it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that turkeys were like that, and I don't know, when I was in like middle school or something, I was riding in the truck with my grandpa, and he pointed at some out in the field, and I was like, oh, and he had a shotgun. I was like, oh shit, I'll get these things, no problem. Thinking turkeys are these big, dumb, ugly fucking things. Nah, it was like trying to hunt down ghosts.
Dude, they're vicious. I was traumatized. I have PTSD. When I was a kid, there was like a neighborhood place where like they brought like farm animals and animal petting zoos for kids, you know, for the neighborhood. There's a big park and stuff. And like once a month they brought, you know, animals in there, and our parents are little bastards. They put us all in there with these 2 turkeys, and these turkeys tortured us and chased us when we were like 5, 6 years old. And all the parents thought, like my mom and dad, they thought it was funny, dude. Like they thought we were being chased by these monster turkeys, and they're all winged out and spread with their feathers and like all getting on, and we're all running, and the parents think it's funny.
I feel like I understand more about you now. Like you make sense all of a sudden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my parents.
What say Lou? I don't recognize you. I don't know which channel you're coming from, but hey, it's cool. Welcome. For whatever reason, Simperius never cams up. I think he's a corporate lawyer. He doesn't want his clients to know that he slums it with us.
No, it's not that. I work for a massive company, and I have a security clearance, and you know I don't want to get other people in trouble by having to revoke that if I start saying things, and then having to go through all that again. That's going to cost other people jobs. I'm not here to get other people fired. If I get fired, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you slum over some riffraff.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we are rifty and rafty.
You're
welcome to come up. This is a chill stream tonight, so normally I'm pretty I don't know what word Flo would use, but
gay?
pretty restrictive as to
Good one.
I was thinking of
what was that?
we were thinking of different words.
What word did you use?
Gay.
No, it's definitely not gay.
That's
exactly what a gay guy would say.
And what's funny is he didn't hear it. He legitimately said, "What was that?" Like he didn't hear it. He said, "What was that?"
Yeah,
Greg, you're such a grandpa.
Somebody get what say Lou the link. Moxie, you can come up now.
Moxie needs to come up so I can make fun of her. Her poor husband. Can you imagine what
Moxie, he is Catholic, homosexual. I don't know. Maybe I don't hold that against him. And using confessional as a glory hole video, or it didn't happen.
Well, no. See, if I was going to use that as the glory hole, I'd have to steal the priest's attire so I could sit in the inside of it.
All you got to steal is enough.
Man, that is fucking hilarious.
Somebody's going to need to go to confession now.
Flow State is killing it tonight. I don't know what's up with him.
Tonight, I kill it every night.
You're in the Flow State cult. Flow State can't have a cult. He doesn't believe in religion.
That's what makes me perfect to run a cult.
He doesn't feel bad about it. He knows it's all bullshit.
I'm not going to get lost in the sauce.
It's really a massive grift.
Oh yeah,
he can get rid of all his cult members.
Flow State, send your cult member the link.
Well, he won't feel bad. See, when he makes them drink the cup of juice, he'll just be laughing because like these idiots deserve it. They're so stupid, believing me. So he won't care.
Lou, go to my last post, my last community post. I'll drop it there on Powder Dusty.
Yeah, but Grid, could you imagine the type of patience Moxie's husband must have? I mean, have you heard the kind of nonsense she spews all the time, Grid? It is just
No.
I don't. It makes Kat look like a good Christian woman, Grid. That's how devastating, Moxie's ridiculousness is. It's even worse than Kat's, and that's hard. I mean, when you're as old as Kat,
she said she'd come up. Okay.
I want her to come up. We should make fun of her. And
what say Lou?
Okay,
talking about.
She says she's watching from bed.
Okay, yeah, she doesn't. She has to come up periodically, but not a lot.
Oh, see, Moxie, that makes sense. That makes sense. Throw that up there.
He already thinks she's a loser. That's why he married her. He doesn't want a girl who's all confident. He found the secret. You got to marry the women that aren't all super confident.
No, super confident women are overcompensating. I guarantee underneath that exterior, Moxie is just a mess on the inside.
Oh, she is. Oh, dude. Oh, you have no idea.
I know what I'm talking about.
Moxie's, dude.
Lovely, actually.
Kat is. I mean, for an 86-year-old, she's fine. But I mean, it's. Moxie's worse because I think she, the Thelma and Louise. Moxie's the one driving. You know what I mean? Like that's the issue.
No, I don't watch.
That's the movie where the two the women drove off the cliff if they killed their husbands because and they run from the cops. It's an old school woman movie. I've watched it a couple times. Just my mom's fucking thrown that on TV. I had to be tortured with it.
Don't make up excuses.
Yeah, it's
Own
great movie.
that shit.
It's
I
a
like
good
pumpkin spice. You can be a big kid too.
It is good. Not my favorite. Not one of my favorites. But that ending is pretty, identifying of Moxie. She's, No.
Coming in hot.
She reminds me way too of my ex-fiance. No, she reminds me a lot of my ex-fiance. Just her mannerisms. No.
Yeah, Simperius don't lie. If Kat were not married, you would totally smash.
No. That's too much blast from the past. That's why that's the thing. She's like my ex, and my ex is a combination of my ex and my ex's sister. That's what she reminds, and that's why it's scary. It's just weird, dude. And I'm like, nah, I'm okay with that. I feel bad for Steve though, poor guy. I mean, have you seen it's he's sitting there next to her, and the lights are on, but no one's behind the wheel.
Stockholm syndrome.
He's like a doctor or something, so he's probably that's like the least amount of drama he has in a day.
So he gets that good.
Him.
Yeah, he's taking heavy doses of oxycodone and every day just to deal with that. So
he's like, this isn't even drama.
Yeah, he's high as a kite, man. Nothing's gonna bother him.
Wow, are we not men? Shots fired. Are Low State and Gimp Purius on a date right now?
Well, no, we were waiting to get back and hearing about the aftermath of the Are We Not Men and Raging Patriot date. That's what we were listening for. I was here for that.
We were arguing over who gets to fuck bottom first.
I was in here earlier. She probably left because they gated up a little too much, but that's okay. She's used to it. So
I feel like Are We Not Men, although he's the more aggressive of the two, I feel that Raging Patriot would still be the pitcher. I think. What do you think? I think Raging. He reminds me of like one of those biker old guys, with a big beard, and I think he'd force. He'd overpower Are We Not Men.
You probably wouldn't even know Raging Patriot was gay until you see him walk out Are We Not Men on all fours on a leash with a ball gag and a butt plug in.
Wow, that's pretty descriptive.
Looking like Destiny on a Friday night.
Mr. Slade.
That's going to be a meme. That needs to be a meme topic. Look like Destiny on a Friday night. Do your worst. Memesters unite. Make it happen, Captain.
Well, we got to still figure out. Grid, do you remember that guy, Mr. Slave, on the internet? I think Andrew's debated him before once.
Yeah, and
I'm wondering, was that
the
Destiny
video of
Undercover?
Andrew debating him.
Maybe that was Destiny Undercover. You know?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, are we not, man? He's a good guy, but
if you go back a few years, Destiny was a Republican, and then he started like getting
a log cabin Republican.
He started getting popular on Twitch. He became more and more liberal, but even then he was kind of like moderate, and he even defended Kyle Rittenhouse, and he said Jan 6 was just like the other side of protest or of voting.
Until now.
But
now he's all about
it's like whatever it's like over the last year or so, he's just like lost his shit. There's just no other way to say it. He is just like off the rails so bad. It's like he's left. He didn't veer left. He fucking did a 90-degree turn and cranked in an extra couple of degrees just to make sure that he went full bore left, and full conspiracy theory. He's more conspiracy theory than Flow State, which is weird. And
he's the one that's been anal probed by the aliens. So I mean, it's obvious why he's more into conspiracy theories. He was the inspiration for Cartman and South Park. I mean, he's been exposed to it since he was a young man.
Respect my authority.
Better not be spreading any what?
Damn it!
You
got me in the shit corner with my big ass name.
All right, hang on.
Freaking Zucker cuck, man.
Better not be any truth here. That's funny.
Well, what's funny about him? How if you're that rich, are you with like a 16-year-old Asian boy for your wife? Like
what's that? Who is
Zucker cuck? Have you ever seen his wife?
No.
Good Lord. That's what I'm saying. Some of these billionaires, I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
They don't have they're not really looking toward the best looking ones. Let's just say that. I mean, even Bezos, he got with that 70-year-old human.
I don't think these are normal people marriages though, right?
It's not.
These are
stuff, yeah.
Like collateral breeding or something, right? Like the Chinese have to keep a certain amount of control over Zuckerberg, and then they get divorced when they need to liquidate stock, but want to do so in a way that doesn't crash the share price.
Doesn't bring the FCC, or FEC's hire.
Right. Just the timing of Bill Gates and some of these rich dudes getting who's the Amazon guy, right? You had a handful of the world's richest dudes getting married and having to liquidate their stock at about the same time around the Demic thing. And it's just I bet something's fishy's going on here.
Could be.
I see you, motherfuckers.
Arthur Dia's here, huh?
I'm here. Mr.
Arthur
Boulay
Dia has joined.
We needed someone to come stir the pot a little bit.
I didn't. I was about to say I had that covered, but then you said stir the pot. I thought you were done with the sentence. It's still better than anything Mr. Boulet's laid out tonight.
He's such a nice gentleman. He doesn't want to
I
say
know.
anything
Boulet's such
bad.
a cool guy.
Oh, they're doing open panel over on Sarah's after the debate.
Should I hop on there and cause some cake? Dude, I want to go on. I'm going to go on and make Sarah really uncomfortable.
Would you?
I'm going to call
really
my
leave?
nickname. Her name is Boo Boo Kitty.
Imperious, you try to get on, and then when it doesn't work, come back here and negotiate with me, and I'll see what I can do to get you on.
Yeah, that's no. She wants $100. I'm not giving her $100.
Oh, she wants $100.
I'm not giving it to her. I told her I'll give her 10.
Wait, you have to pay $100 to be on her pants?
Yeah, because no, it's because I terrorize her like on her Discord. Like she doesn't, she's not really mad. It's I terrorize her. Like I said, her nickname is Boo Boo Kitty Fuck. So whenever I see her online,
Boo Kitty Fuck. Oh man, you have no idea how much you just perpetuated that nickname. You might be blocked, but you can continue to terrorize her, sir, through me.
Yeah, dude, keep doing it. Yeah, that's what I call her, Boo Boo Kitty Fuck. That's that's her name.
That's funny.
Why doesn't she like that name?
No, she does, but
I
it's
don't
she acts
know.
like, no, she acts as like when she's on her show, she acts like I'm like a professional moderator and I can't be, disrespected or called. But then I'll call her like, when she was on her stream, like afterwards, I'll DM her and be like, yeah, Sarah, those tits were looking pretty firm up there today. Did you use some extra, lotion or what was going on? And, she'll answer. But, it's when she's on her stream, she's very like, I don't know. She's
like
just
ladylike.
Yeah, it's stupid. I don't understand it.
Yeah, you never guess. Never mind.
I mean, I think you do because that's why you never came up, right? Like it's the same sort
Well,
of.
of course, yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that she's. I mean, the thing she's just the thing. I remember her back when she was hanging around with Ashley, and that's why I think it's so like stupid that she tries
Dude,
to be.
Ashley made like this crazy tell-all video.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I know. Like that Sarah was a stripper and stuff. I'm like, well, really? Like, damn, I should hire her or something. She's pretty close to me. She's only a few hundred miles, Texas. But no, it's silly stuff.
She doesn't
That's
live
real.
in.
She lives in Texas, doesn't she? She's in Texas.
No, I think she lives in like Maine or Rhode
Maryland.
Island. So Maryland, yeah.
I thought she was in Texas. Oh, maybe I was wrong.
No, probably not.
She's up there in the cold. No wonder she's all frigid all the time.
K2, keep on trucking, man. It's good to have you in the chat tonight. Get some sleep, brother. Get some sleep.
Sleep is for pussies. If you sleep, you're a pussy.
And don't sleep at the wheel, K2.
Well, look at Michelle's
It's
here.
actually almost time for me to end the stream. I can't believe we just burned up like 2 hours.
Well, Grid, you can't end the stream now. Michelle's in the chat, so Michelle's gonna try to eat Moxie's box soon. I mean, there's lesbos all over the place.
I don't think Michelle is lesbian.
Oh yeah, she is. Oh yeah, she has tendencies. Well, and Arthur Dial backed this up. All women have that tendency. They won't have all done it in front of a bunch of people, but they've all kissed some other girl or had that kind of inclination. Women's sexuality is fluid, man. It's not.
We salute them to all the girls from back in the day who used to do light lesbian shit just to make the dudes happy. We salute you.
I have never kissed a girl. I have never had any inclinations that way.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. That's not going to be TOS for Grid's channel.
It's a mouse.
Isn't that
I know, but like, obviously.
Isn't that a song?
Michelle says meh.
Yeah, Michelle.
I use that image as a thumbnail on a stream. But fine.
Yeah, I honestly would not.
You know what?
Want to
I
deal with a
believe that
woman
she's
every
never done
day.
anything
I
with a girl.
can't imagine anything more difficult.
No, women find each other. See, there's been numerous studies where like women will be like, they'll have different kinds of like sensor, receptors and stuff. They'll put them on women, and women like watching like naked women will make women aroused. Like watching naked men, it wasn't the same for men. But women's sexuality is fluid.
I just don't buy that.
No, it is. I know you may not buy it in your mind, but your body knows what it likes, and that's the thing. I mean,
and it likes trimming.
Yeah, it likes other box is what it likes. No.
What?
Poor Grid. Look at Grid as a grandpa. He's sitting here. He's like, what is wrong with these people? Look at him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Imperious Unplugged and Unfiltered.
Imperious Unchained. It's like Unchained Melody, only it's Unchained Melody.
I don't get it, but I bet it's good.
Furby's name is Melanie.
Yeah, Furby's Melanie. But is that its real name, or it would really piss it off if you called it by its quote dead name?
Do we know what that is?
We know what that
we
is.
gotta find it out. I'm sure the internet knows what its name is. It's got
Imperious, after you know what? After hearing you explain the white woman hands thing, I have no doubt that your evil genius can
his evil genius
just find it out somewhere.
There's
Grid, you know what I want to do?
gonna
I
be a way
was
to
talking,
get the info out of him. I mean, her.
I was talking about this, Grid. I think that I'm going to pay Warner Brothers / Fox Entertainment for the rights to the Imperial March song, and that's going to be my song when I enter every chat or any panel.
You should
Grid.
totally do that. I would respect you a little bit if you did that.
That's Disney.
Is it Disney? I thought Warner still owned the sound.
No,
That's what
it's Disney.
they do it.
Mm-mm.
Do they
Disney
own it
or
now too
Sony.
outright? Really? Okay.
Yeah. When
I didn't know, because I know there was a delay in the music rights when they bought it, though. They didn't get the music rights immediately for a while, because I thought that's why they had to redo the score, and John Williams redid the score and did some alterations to it. But maybe I don't know, but that's what I thought I remember reading, because I thought the score and the soundtrack wasn't part of the original deal, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of like how Star Trek is owned partially by Paramount and
CBS,
partially by CBS.
Yeah.
So they have to they can't congruently create things that are too similar and things there's all kinds of different licensing rights issues with all kinds of all this kind of IP.
Yeah. Both my favorite sci-fi.
What about Ride of the Valkyries? I don't think that's copyrighted, is it? That's like a classical.
God, that's a long. Yeah, I don't think that might even be common use, like how the Iliad is now, where that's why you have the movies Return. That's coming out next too. Yeah, it's like Romeo and Juliet. You have a million of those done too, and stuff like that. Why isn't Michelle up here?
Michelle is out doing stuff.
Because we're both refusing to give you any lesbian action.
Hold on, guys. Why did Smashley make the expose video? Well, you'd have to ask her. I'm not her.
She's a cool chick sometimes, but she's got
probably a lot of wine was involved. The only two interactions I ever had with Smashley was we were trying to have a debate or something, and she was being absolutely fucking goofball and just interrupting everybody and just being a complete lush. And I was like, yeah, no, this sucks. And I left.
Yeah, and the thing is, she has a real jealousy issue with Sarah, that Sarah's getting bigger and doing more stuff. I don't know that girls are with former friends and
crabs
things
in a bucket.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Crabs in a bucket thing is a real. That's for real.
Yeah. Yeah, well, look at Michelle and Sarah now too. Michelle. If you wanted drama, Michelle will tell you about the drama she has with Sarah, dude. So, there's all kinds of drama there. I would rather just see him wrestle naked in But
you didn't even have to say anything. We already knew that.
Why did that thought just pop in my head as you were saying it, Pierce?
Well, I always
literally. We didn't even need you to say a word.
And the thing is they're like the two prototypes, because Sarah's the tight, perky one. She doesn't have much of a big ass or tits, but they're real bubble buddy and firm. And then you've got Michelle, who's got the more voluptuous kind of chick body with the bigger boobs. So those two wrestling would be very interesting, seeing those two dichotomy right there.
Hey, Imperious, with or without Jell-O?
Oil.
I'd rather have chocolate syrup. Chocolate syrup. Yeah. Remember, Grid, do you remember, Grid, you should bring up the video of Stacy Keibler and that other chick in WWF wrestling.
Michelle says that Smashley was drunk and stoned, to be frank, and she just doesn't care about Sarah's interest.
That's a lot. Michelle and Sarah have a whole rivalry going right now. See, that's the thing. Like they don't like to go outward about it. Like women don't like.
Michelle has a rivalry with
You
Sarah.
see, she said it. Fuck off and see. I know. What's Michelle is definitely has a violent hatred towards Sarah right now. That we need to see that fight. I think we do, Grid.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah, Sarah would lose. Fight. Sarah would lose. Between Sarah and Ashley?
Oh, it's Michelle's fighting. Michelle versus Sarah.
Michelle and who? And Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that would be a bit more fair. But for whatever reason, I feel like Ashley would just whoop the shit out of both of them.
Oh yeah, well she's kind of like she's got that crazy bipolar rage, dude.
Right.
Like Sarah or Ashley gets super mad, dude, about shit. So it's a little different, But is Arthur Daya hot or what? What's going on here? I mean, she's talking about my dominatrix. She better be hot if she's talking about that.
She's in Miami, so you guys are neighbors.
Okay. Is she a Latin? Is she a Cubana?
No, she's a redhead.
No, I'm not.
She's your kryptonite.
Oh God, the redhead, the soulless, dude. They're soulless, man. You gotta watch out for those gingers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. I never got into the real ginger. I think I don't like the real white chick. Like I don't like. I've never banged like.
You don't want anyone whiter than you.
Yeah, I mean I'm white enough. On during the winter I'm almost like Casper. I'm see through, so I don't need someone whiter than me.
Yeah.
I feel like the redheads get really really white, and to me down there it seems like a very crazy contrast where you see this like fire hair and it's like super pale down there, and it just I don't know, Grid. It seems shocking to me, just the contrast. It seems like
I didn't need the visual, man. I didn't.
Well, I'm sorry, Grid. I was just trying to be thorough.
Just no, it's good. It's good.
I was just being thorough.
I feel like Flo's gonna need a minute, but I just didn't need the visual.
Gotcha.
Of naked redheads. Oh yeah, no, it's a great thing.
I mean, as opposed to every other boring bush you bang, Imperious.
Now, first of all, how pronounced are these bushes?
Well, it's by race. You gotta ask about the race, because people like Kat, like her kind, those bushes. I mean, they're like
Those
Chewbacca.
You gotta keep that
Chewbacca. I mean, they're. You might as well be. I mean, what was that guy in the Addams Family? Wasn't that walking hare? That's like Kat. So you got to worry about the Persian.
Cousin It.
Yeah, Cousin It. There you go. That is the number one. I think those are the hairiest, because even the dudes, if you see Middle Eastern dudes walking around, they can't even go to. I can't go to a beach where there's Middle Eastern dudes, because then they have dudes walking around with like back hair that's like a rug. It's just I can't see it.
One of the more surprising things I ever encountered was a blonde chick, right? And she had a nice little landing strip if you looked at it straight on, but then it was long as fuck. So she kept it manicured on the side,
mohawk.
Didn't trim down the length.
Wow,
right.
That's gross. Yeah,
mohawk.
You know what? She was blonde, so it wasn't as stunning as like if she was any other hair color, I suppose. But it still was kind of like a what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, I find any of those really. I find any of the light hair, or even like any of the extreme, like it's fine brown or black hair, but it's got to be short. Like I like, I remember dating when I was like younger. I remember this girl had her like it was trimmed all the way and it was into like a little heart shape. That was always really cute. Something like that, where they take the effort and stuff. But now the red, the blonde,
or the little Playboy bunny emblem that was
I had a girl I dated who did the Playboy bunny as like those little tan spots.
Yep.
Where they would cover the tan spots on their hip bone.
On the front side of their hip.
On the hip bone, yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, to me, the
Michelle,
real.
You're right. They should be paying for DJ Hour. However,
it sounds like we could be wingmen.
Yeah, for sure. I want to see Michelle up here.
I feel like Flo's found his new,
life partner.
Spirits. We're the chips in the night. We're just parallel like that.
Some people call it twin flames, but
yeah,
not me. But just
no. But you know what it is. Yeah. No, I mean, you think, Grid, if you had to pick between Sarah, Michelle, and what was the other one? Oh, Lindsay. You know Lindsay? What would you think out of those three would be the best in bed, Grid? Or you could even throw Arthur Daya in there. Which of those four would you feel, Grid, would be the most exceptional, just with their personalities?
I'm sorry, what now?
Which one of those four do you feel would be the best?
Rank him on the fuck scale.
Yeah, on the fuck scale.
Or you could do a marry, kill, fuck.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Yeah, marry, kill, fuck, throw in a ditch or something.
I'm sorry, you lost me, brother. What do you...
Grid, rank these four women from one to four.
Look at Grid trying to pretend like he doesn't know what we're asking.
Yeah, I know. Look at Grid doesn't. He's like, I don't treat women like objects. Grid,
well, no, I
treat.
do, but I'm just saying,
Grid,
you're gonna have to help me out here. Who are you talking about?
It's Michelle, Sarah, Arthur Daya, and Lindsay from Glenn's channel. My future ex-wife.
I don't know Lindsay.
Oh, you don't know Lynn? Oh, she's fun to mess with. That's my future ex-wife, Grid. She's like
a lot of ex-wives coming down the
Oh, I know, Grid. She's like that, like business, real hard, stuck up, not professional blonde, like white chick who's good looking for her age, but who she just needs to be. Grid, you know that position where you throw a woman on her back and you face bang her and your balls are slapping her forehead. That's what Lindsay needs, Grid. That is, I think, would be.
If you heard about, well, I bet she's the one that got naked on my stream. So
I know. Lindsay, she's
Grid, how's he? I feel like you're missing out.
Geller was hot. Silvar. That was Sarah Michelle Gellar was my childhood crush when I was young.
Mine too.
Yeah, you know why she was my crush.
You guys are best buds now.
It's because she never got naked though. She was hot because she never got naked. That was why I always thought she was hot, because it was always like the tease, like with fucking
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh, what was that movie? Grid, what was that movie with Jennifer Love Hewitt? That first one where she was like the high school girl, Grid. Oh my God, Grid! That she was just young Jessica Alba too. Oh, that was Well, Grid, it's a funny story. I had a friend who dated her. Oh, well, his cousin. No, Jessica Alba, because Jessica Alba went to Pomona Catholic in Pomona, and yeah, I had a friend whose cousin dated her. And she was a late bloomer in her attractiveness. She was kind of like a chubbyish, like baby face girl for a long time, Grid.
Yeah. Guys, it is we've reached the end. Actually, we've gone a little past.
So, but before we quit, were you going to rank those?
Yeah, Grid, we still have to wait for the ranking.
Why would I rank them?
Grid, you got to rank them.
I don't know Lindsay. I don't know Lindsay.
Did you find the Destiny thing? Can you read the Destiny thing?
No, I cannot read the Destiny thing. You did a great job.
We should have a thing where we pay Grid to say things that make him uncomfortable.
That's what I suggested before you got up
like
here.
We could have, like when you could super chat $10 and make him read gay stuff. Like I think that would be really fun.
Can't do that.
Come on, Grid. You need to get your channel monetized.
Somebody just joined as I'm trying to quit. Oh, that's Flow State. Should I show this? I have a feeling this is Destiny's 30 days.
I don't. Why don't we roll the dice and just go ahead, Grid? Just roll the dice.
Sorry? I posted it to my community wall. I think it's okay. Yeah. I mean, you can trust my judgment on what should be monetized or what's okay for monetized, right?
No. You are literally the guy that YouTube hates.
But if I'm willing to risk it on my channel, I'm willing to risk it on your channel. So you should go ahead and.
Poor Grid.
I don't know that I trust a guy who's been on continuous probation by
He's
YouTube.
not going to let us up here again together, Imperious.
I know it's like 2 DJs for him. He can't handle it, dude. Look at it.
There's a lot of things in the world that that I would believe. I don't believe that. So, all right, guys, let's do your final thoughts, man. And
well, my final thought is this, Grid. I still have to see a full body picture of Michelle. I think we need that. coming up soon. I think that would be a good addition to the show grid. I think, when I talk to Sarah later, well, the thing about Michelle is I feel like she's one of those women that I think I'd be too rough with in bed, because she's one of those girls that she has that, like, you want to F her really bad look and hard look, but she's also, I think, fragile too. Like, I wouldn't want to throw her up against the wall too many times. She got those big boobs that might hurt her back.
It might
So
piss off her husband.
yeah, well, I mean, that's not really a challenge. I mean, she dreams about me all the time anyway. So, I mean, I'm already halfway there. So. All right, guys, panel, have a great night. I hope Moxie finally, gets out of her delusion and, finally accepts her inadequacies as a wife. But, we'll get there one day. We'll slowly but surely. Have a great night, Grid. Goodbye, panel.
Be good.
All right, night,
Good night, Imperius.
The great Simperius, everyone, has left the building.
I'll go.
Wow. Yeah.
That was a lot. That was a lot for you to manage.
It was just one guy.
It was really funny. It's actually it was very entertaining just to sit back and kind of watch you two interact. So that was good. That was cool. Who's next?
I'm next. Let me go next.
Yeah. Go ahead, Flo.
Thank you for having me up. Salute to the chat. Subscribe to my new channel. I see it being dropped down there, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I'm actually, I wasn't going to, but I'm sort of leaning towards I might do a brief live stream, probably in an hour or so.
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna throw everybody over to Rob Noor. They're doing some debate stuff against tomfoolery, so that ought to be entertaining.
Okay, yeah, and I lost whatever I had something else, but I lost it. So be
That's
cool,
all right.
wrap your tool.
All right, cool, man. Good seeing you again. We'll see you later. Go ahead, Mr. Boulay.
Hey, thanks for letting me come up and chew the fat with everybody. Thank you, Imperius. Thank you, Flow State. Thanks, everybody in the chat. I had a good time. And if Arthur Dye is still here, to answer Imperius's question, I would pick Arthur Dye for two reasons. One, she's a medical professional, and she knows human anatomy. And two, of the four ladies listed, she's the only one that would actually make me a sandwich afterwards. Good night, folks.
So I owe Arthur Dye an apology. I accidentally kicked her out because I thought it was Simperius. That was my bad. Sorry. Final words for the night, guys. This was actually pretty fun. It was definitely interesting. The amount of degeneracy knows no ends. And there we go. She's back. Go ahead and say your final words there. Sorry about that.
Yes, I do not want to be confused with Simperius. I would just like to thank you for having me on the panel. I would like to thank Imperius and what is he now? The pale dusty or something, Flow State, for both demonstrating that it is actually men who both have some homoerotic tendencies as they initiated their bromance tonight on your stream.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Arthur Dye. And thanks for coming up. It really was fun.
And I will make Mr. Boulay a sandwich anytime he wants, because he is the gentleman of the group.
He has been a gentleman for sure. All right, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, the views and opinions expressed by the guests of the show are not necessarily those of the host nor the management of an Unreasonable Man. The very interesting thing with the show tonight is I don't mind a little bit of degeneracy here every once in a while. I was a degenerate for a long time. However, it has to be taken in the right context, and I believe that for the most part we're just being kind of funny. And I don't know. I had a good, it was a good time. It was probably as good or better than watching the debate, which I'm kind of sad that we didn't get to do. We did get to watch a few minutes of the Andrew V. Cosmic Fox or whatever debate. They were definitely the Furby got destroyed. Probably got destroyed again tonight too. And yeah, so guys, it's been a good show. This last show for the week. You may see me tomorrow, but I doubt it. More than likely, you will see me Monday afternoon, as always, for the day shift. And I should look for an announcement that I will be on Prime K's, I think, this week, debating liberals on a panel debate show. And we will see how the leftists hold up. And it'll be a good time, pretty sure. The rest of you guys have great night. I'm going to send you over to Rob Noor debating talking with Tom Foolery and some other folks. It's going to be great. So, be cool. Wear glasses if you need them. And
yeah, I just answered your question. Can you tell me what epistemology means?
Epistemology is the study of the epistles. I mean, you can. I told me that a husband and wife is supposed to be the representation of God and the church. He said he's a husband. I asked him if he sees himself as the embodiment of God, and he said no. That doesn't make any sense.
Wait, what is the epistles?
The epistles are the apostles. Are you talking about the apostles?